Going live. Here we go. All right. Let me share my screen now, and we will get this rocking here. Hey, this is more workshop stylish, just so you guys know. Sound good? So this is going to be, let me make sure my screen is shared here. Share, desktop. Boom. All right. Well, what's up, guys? I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited that you guys are here. I'm excited to have you. Hey, first off, glad that you guys all can hear me. Thank you so much for telling me that. First off, there are 1,600 of you guys on now. Very excited to have you. This is going to be more workshop stylish, just so you guys know. Here's what happened. Okay, so I always love when Russell starts selling funnel hacking live. Let me stop sharing the screen here real quick. Where's the mouse? I always love it when Russell starts to promote funnel hacking live, because there's always the same kind of problems that come around. And I get it, okay? I understand why we have them. I understand why the problems exist. I understand why they're there, okay? But it's the same thing every single time. I don't have money. I don't have money. Yeah, duh. Like, that's why you come, to learn how to get it, right? And so what we were doing is I was sitting down and I was watching all this stuff. And people started, a lot of you guys know my story and how I got to funnel hacking live. Is it bright enough? Hopefully I'm bright enough here. Maybe go more back this way. But I was watching a lot of you guys' stories and stuff like that, and I was looking at the way that people were reacting to the challenge of, I don't have any money, right? And I get it. I totally understand. And I sent a message over to Russell, and I was like, dude, what if? Because I spend so much time with you guys, right? How many guys are from the, a lot of you guys have already raised your hand for the One Funnel Away Challenge. How about those of you guys who are like 2 Comma Club coaching, like 2CCX? How many guys are inside 2CCX? Anyone? Yeah, what's up, my people? All right, my other people. Hey, I have spent literally thousands and thousands and thousands of, I've coached thousands of you now through this process. And I have a unique position to be able to sit down and go like, hey, oh my gosh, look at this. Most people are struggling with this because of this, or most people are struggling with this because of that, or whatever it might be, right? And what I wanted to do is I want to teach you guys today, the whole purpose of today is to walk through and show you guys cool strategies, easy ways to make $2,000, okay? Why is it $2,000? $2,000 because, right, $1,000, $997 for Funnel Hacking Live ticket, which, by the way, if you go by the end of tonight, okay, the end of tonight, if you guys go and if you go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday, okay, and you get a Funnel Hacking Live ticket, okay, they will give you Funnel Immersion for free. Funnel Immersion came about, I remember one morning, it was like 3 a.m. Russell voxed me and he goes, dude, I got this sick idea, but you have to have this entire funnel built by 2 p.m. This was not an abnormal thing. That was not abnormal at all for Russell to send a message like that, or the team to run in that kind of way, right? He's the man at that kind of stuff. He's like, we're going to do it now. And so he said, dude, you got to build this thing. I said, sweet. Okay. So I go and I start building it. And we put together what he envisioned was, he envisioned this cool course where everything I'm in the Funnel Hacking Live room. I'm sorry, I'm in the inner circle room right now. Okay, this is the event room, right? Everyone stands right up here, and there's more room that way. I just kind of like the backdrop of this room, so I came in here. And and what was cool is he goes, dude, what if we gave everybody my trainings that I give everybody for like an inner circle? I was like, you willing to do that? Because that's kind of huge. And he said, sure. So he went ahead and we created this thing called Funnel Immersion. If you don't know what it is, that's what it is. It is the collection of lots of the trainings that he hands off to his inner circle when they join inner circle. Now, if you don't have $2,000 to come to Funnel Hacking Live, you probably really don't have I'm sorry, his inner circle is 50 grand now. You really don't have 50 grand then to go to his inner circle. So how freaking valuable is the stuff that you're going to get inside that? Not only are you going to get Funnel Hacking Live stuff, which there's no collection of those kinds of experts coming in one event at one time, but you also are going to go get all the things inside of Funnel Immersion, the things he hands his inner circle that makes them, right? If you notice a common thread, a common theme, if you are in the 2 Comma Club, you've come through the One Funnel Away Challenge, 2 Comma Club, 2 Comma Club X, the inner circle, right? He's inside the programs. The programs work, right? So that's why we're so stoked to give you guys Funnel Immersion as we move forward in this. So when you guys but by the end of tonight, it's a Cyber Monday thing. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday, and that is going to be that's going to unlock all the cool stuff for you. Okay. What's up? Fear the Beard. You guys like it? Thanks, Douglas. Appreciate that. Sweet, guys. Cool. All right. You guys ready for this? Oh, what's up? So I sent him a message. I said, dude, what if I go live and I just show a lot of cool strategies on how how to actually go and make $2,000 really quick. Now, these are not just strategies I'm pulling from out of thin air. I have used these personally many times as well. The purpose of this, okay, just so you know, it's actually going to be a brainstorm session with you, which is, I think, more fun. So some of you guys, I'll actually have you guys drop inside of your, inside the comments, your exact business, okay, your exact business or your idea or whatever it is. I want to show you how to get a $2,000 from it. $2,000 is not hard, okay? It's not hard at all. But a lot of it has to do with your mentality and the way you're coming at it, okay? You guys cool if I start? I did create a little bit of a presentation. Is that cool? I created a little bit of presentation, and what I did is, a lot of you guys know I'm in ClickFunnels right now, but I've since left ClickFunnels being an employee and still a coach and stuff like that. But what I want to show you is some cool ways that I've gone through and known, like, okay, wow, whew, I don't have a lot of money right here. I don't have a lot of money right there, but I want that. How do I do it? And I went through and I looked back and I started realizing all these cool strategies and these cool lessons that I've been learning, right? Sitting next to Russell, right? Sometimes you don't know what, like, cool things that are going on when it's right here. Anyone else have that, right? And so what I've done is I sat back and I was like, what are some cool lessons that I learned sitting next to Russell? And I would write a lot of them as I was sitting there, but there's like major profound ones, okay? Very profound ones that have been life-altering to me that I learned sitting next to Russell. And they're not lessons that he explicitly said, you know, because we sat that far away from each other. It wasn't like he turned around like, hey, cool lesson number one, you know. I mean, there were things that I was listening to, and there are things that I would hear. And I'm like, whoa. And wow, the last 6 campaigns in a row, he has done this every time. He hasn't said it, but this is what he's done. So what I've done, if it's cool with you, of course it's going to be cool with you, but I'm just going to ask your permission. You guys are all right if I spend a few minutes going through 7 things that I learned sitting next to the desk of Russell Brunson? They will totally help you guys. Go over to the chat. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah. Okay, I'm super psyched about that, guys. Excited to have you guys here. There are 1,900 of you on Zoom alone right now, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I do not take that lightly. I promise you, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I do promise you it will be worth your time. I am a time Nazi. I hate my time being wasted. I will not waste yours, okay? And so what I want to do here is I want to go, my keys are somewhere over there now, okay? What I want to do real quick is I want to toss in a few of these cool lessons and why I care about this so much, and specifically why on earth I would go and I would send a message to Russell on Saturday, Thanksgiving weekend, saying, please let me go live in front of you guys right now, okay? Thankfully, graciously, he said yes, okay? And I thank him for that as well, okay? So this is huge, okay? This is big stuff. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to walk through the 7 lessons. Guys, the position that I had doesn't even exist anymore. You understand? That's why I feel such a burden. Burden's the wrong word. Mantle. I feel a responsibility to share a lot of the things that I learned sitting next to such a brilliant mind like his. And that's the reason why I'm doing this, okay? Did you miss anything? Yes, the beginning. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Guys, I'm calling this the quick 2K payday. All right. And again, understand that the actual, the bonus that Russell's giving away with this whole thing is actually going away at midnight tonight. It's his Cyber Monday thing. Okay. So Cyber Monday, Funnel Immersion, you get that for free when you get a Funnel Hacking Live ticket. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. All right, cool. So I'm going to walk on through this here, and I want to share with you guys how I actually structured all this stuff. Okay. All right. So first of all, in true fashion, you need to understand where I'm going with this and how I'm calling my shot with it. Here it is. I want to show you guys the 2 simple ways to create a $2,000 payday. Okay. And a lot of this will come from you guys as well. This is not just me sitting here just riffing the whole time. But this is actually workshop-ish. Okay. So if you don't have one right now, go get a paper and a pen, because we're going to be writing. And I want to show you guys I want to teach you guys how I was doing what I was doing. It took me forever to get this game right. Like forever. It took me a long time. And it was extremely frustrating. I mean, I can't even explain to you how much it sucked. Because, and I get it. That's the reason I have so much empathy with this game as well. I get it. It was rough. It was hard, guys, to understand how challenging it was for me at the beginning of this. And I want to share with you guys that a little bit. Okay. But when you think about what Russell asked, he was asking me years ago, right? I didn't know him. He didn't know me. I knew who he was. And he goes, get to Funnel Hacking Live. And this is in 2016. Okay. 2016, he walks up and he goes, get to Funnel Hacking Live. And I was like, dude, I want to come so badly, but I'm broke. Okay. And I was living on loans. How many of you guys right now are in that scenario, living on loans or paycheck to paycheck, or, and it sucks. Okay. It sucks. Your pride gets on the line. You get sick of everybody asking you if this is going to be the business that makes it, right? I've been there. It's garbage. It sucks like crazy, and you don't want to look like an idiot, but you feel like one, right? And I get there. I mean, I understand it. I get that. I'm not calling anyone that, you understand, but like I get it, and I've been there, and I understand. How many businesses have you guys all tried? Okay, what number is this on? I went through about 17 before one actually hit. Okay, someone's on 15. Someone says, stop the BS. Yeah, don't stop the exactly. Hope you're not telling me that. I'm the anti-BS king. All right, 5,210. Number 2, a lot. You failed 12 times in a row. Nice, you're getting close. All right, 3, 6, $400,000 in debt. Too many to count. Over it, lost track. Right? 25, 6, too many to count. Gonzo, right? Feeling you. Yep. Okay. It was really hard for a long time for me about this whole thing. Okay. The whole thing was extremely challenging. It was hard because this is include the ones I tried as a kid. That's up to you, but it took me about 17 tries to really get one to work. I started learning about funnels after try about 12. And then it was only 2 or 3 or 4 more right after that. And it was like, boom. And suddenly I was like, man, that's more money than my wife had ever seen in our entire lives. Speaking of family, this is my family. I have nicknames for all my kids and myself. My nickname is Papa Bear. You guys are totally welcome to call me that, or Daddy. I will accept either. That's completely fine. My eldest is actually she turned 5 this week. I call her Pack and Play because she dies off me from couches as I walk into rooms. I'm always on my guard in my own house. She's super fun. Very she matches my energy level. You guys imagine my energy level? She like makes me look like I'm boring. Thigh Master, that's number 2. Thigh Master's a lot of fun. She's got those squishy thighs right now. She's 3. Sugar Booger, that one's she's 4 months old. My wife and I, today is actually our anniversary. It's our 7th year anniversary today. And the whole thing starts with family. And that's the entire reason why I'm telling you guys this. You guys have likely been in the same kind of scenario. How do I make it work? Right? And you get really frustrated about it. And your pride's on the line, and you're telling your loved ones, right, this is the one that's going to work, babe. Ain't nothing but a thing. Yeah, I got it. Right? And you're saying, I got this. Let me go provide, right? I'm the man, right? And that's exactly what I was saying when we first got married. And when we first got married, that's actually a picture of our first apartment. And we had nothing. Okay, nothing. Right? We've been married 5, 6, 7 weeks right here. And we were so poor. I actually drew a fireplace on butcher paper and drew a fireplace. I took a whole crayon and drew it on the side. And I was just trying to make the best of it, but it started getting intense. It started getting really intense. And a lot of you guys know the story. A lot of you guys have a real intense reason for why you're doing the game, and I totally get it. I started I was still in college, and my wife had already graduated. And she guys, this is really, really fun. I appreciate you guys being on here. We've got 2,100 of you on Zoom right now. This is just a lot of fun. I take this very serious. Please stick with me because I want to teach you some strategies here, but I've been doing this long enough to know that if I just teach you the strategy alone, you will forget it. I have to wrap it in a story for you to remember it. You understand? Stick with me and watch what I'm doing. Half of it is the reason why you're not making money yet and you can't afford Fun Hiking Live. Watch what I'm doing. Little Papa Larsen, tough love. You okay with that? Okay? I love you, and that's why I'm doing it this way. Watch what I'm doing. When my wife and I first got married, had nothing. She was already graduated. I was not. Okay? And I would go to school. I'd go to classes, and I would come back the next day, and it was intense, guys, because this weird thing started happening. I would come back home to classes, and she would still be in bed. And I was like, you okay? This is so hard for me to talk about, okay? I go, you okay? And she goes, yeah, no, it's totally fine. And came back the next day and it'd be the same thing. And come back the next day and it'd be the same thing. I was like, what's wrong? We had just gotten married. I was like, is it me? You're regretting this, you know what I mean? And all these things start going through your head. And I was like, what is it? And because she loved me and she didn't want to hurt my feelings, she told me that she had only been eating 1 meal a day. We had such little cash. She would tell me, so she was still in bed. She had been eating 1 meal a day for so long that she was just physically weak and she would just stay in bed. You know what that does to you? to hear that, it wrecks you. Okay. Tears apart all of your self-esteem. You want to know why I get so intense over the game? That. Okay. Because a lot of you are in that scenario and I get it. Okay. I have been there. I have felt it. I get it. I understand it. And it sucks. And I was in that place for the next 3.5 years. And I realized like, we got to get money somehow. And what I did is I decided that I would go, and I was like, I don't know, we're gonna rob a bank. Like, what is somehow, how are we gonna get cash? We couldn't even last another 3 weeks. And I just had no idea where the next meal was coming from. And a lot of you guys are in that scenario right now. And so when I'm telling you, like, get to Funnel Hacking Live, understand it's not me saying like, like the most life-changing thing I've ever experienced every single year. I will never miss Funnel Hacking Live. It's the thing I get most excited about the entire year. All of it. I will never not go. Okay. I will plan my entire life. In fact, that's what I do. I actually wait to hear what the dates are for Funnel Hacking Live. And then I plan my spring around that, knowing that's when he does it every year. Seriously. Okay. Even since no longer being an employee here in ClickFunnels, you have to understand, you have to feel me when I'm saying that. Okay. And so anyways, what happened was I was like, we got to get money somehow. So I went and I did something that was culturally very against the way I was raised. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. My parents are fantastic. They are amazing. They're incredible. We were not poor, but we were not rich. You understand? And I went and I'm, like I said, old 6 kids. And what I did is I asked for money. And that's the building that I actually went to. And that's the arrow right there pointing to the room. And I walked in to that building and I was like, Dad, right? And I still remember, actually, it's almost similar to this room. Except it's less fancy, but I could hear the sound of the vents. I can hear the sound of the vents right now. I could hear the sound of the vents in the room, that room right there. And the carpet was like this nasty, disgusting green carpet. And I walked in and for days I had been planning to do this. So I'd like worked myself up and I was like, I'm going to call my dad and ask for money. And so I go and I call my dad and I was like, hey Dad, I can't feed my wife. Right. And luckily, it's extremely easy to get student loans in this country. So I was like, we got student loans coming. They're on the way. But they're not going to be here for 4 to 6 weeks. OK, I said, could you float me like $3,000? We know the money's coming and then I'll pay you back as soon as it comes in. Sounded logical and fair to me. And it is, right, to ask that. I knew the money was coming. And I was pacing around. I took my jacket off. I was like sweating. This was very hard for me to ask that. I worked very hard, worked multiple jobs my entire childhood. I was mowing the lawn since I was 8 years old, neighbors' lawns. You know what I mean? My parents taught me how to work. Best gift they ever gave me. And he said, I still remember his voice. And I've been yelling a lot, so I'm not going to be able to mimic it well. But I'm trying to remember Papa Larsen voice. Okay, I'm Papa Bear. He's Papa Larsen. Okay, he'll be there, Funnel Hacking Live most likely. So you got to run up to him and say thank you. Anyway. And he said, son, I'm on the phone with him. Just ask for money. He goes, son, no. If I give you this money now, you will not exhaust the resources you didn't know you had. That is exactly what he told me. How cool of a dad is that? I mean, seriously. I mean, come on. That's awesome. I got 3 girls now, 3 little girls. They're super fun, right? Pack and Play, Thigh Master, and Sugar Booger, right? Well, my 3 little girls, they're super fun, really cute little ones. To say that to your kid, that's some serious courage. And I've talked to him since, and he was like, I just knew you needed that. And so I got to work, guys. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to make money. I didn't. Funny enough, I was in business classes, not learning how to make money, though. You don't learn how to make money in college. If you are going to go try and learn how to make money, a degree is not the answer. You will learn stuff. You will get a degree. You will not learn how to make money. There's no degree in that. The degree in that is by not going to school and starting a business instead. Okay. I'm just telling you, I'm not bashing colleges. I will never do that. I think they're doing the best they can with what they got. Okay. But I started running and I started trying stuff, and I tried 17 businesses over the next 3 to 4 years, about 3.5 years. Okay. 17. All right. And when I see someone's like, oh, I'm on my 3rd try, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to stop. Are you freaking kidding me? I didn't know anything about funnels for the first 12 tries. 12, guys. I wasted thousands of dollars. I was constantly saying, yeah, no, babe, this is the one. Right. And lovingly, I understand why my loved ones, my family, extended, immediate was asking me those questions because they wanted to know. am I going to have a sense of security, Steven? And I'm like, yeah, ain't nothing but a thing. And inside I'm freaking out. Okay. And I know a lot of you guys right now are in that experience. You're there. Okay. And that's why I start, like, a lot of you guys have been tagging me inside of your posts as to whether or not you can make it to Funnel Hacking Live financially. And I'm like, that is no longer a valid excuse. I get it. I've been there. I feel it. But let me get raw with you a little bit. Okay. Let me just get passionate. I want you guys all raise your hands right now and just say, like, Steven, I know you can't hear me, but if anyone else thinks you're weird, whatever. Steven, I will not get offended. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so willingly. All of you doing that so willingly. I appreciate that. All your hand raises on Zoom have filled both my monitors. That's funny. Hey, I want to just be real with you guys on this. Okay, what I had to realize, because I went through, like, I think it was like by try 4, I started losing heart. I was like, I don't know if this is something I want to go do, right? Because it was, I tried, initially it was real estate. I did residential and then commercial, and I was putting signs up, and I got 7 listings, and I was trying to sell these listings off, and it was the first time I started using the internet, and I sucked at it. I was so bad, and I lost a lot of money, and that we did not have. You know what I mean? Like, hard stuff. Then I wanted the next thing. And I went over to the internet, and then I did financial markets. I borrowed $15,000 to go take this guy's financial education course, only to find out 3 months in, he knew that what he was teaching was wrong. I mean, he knew he's teaching old concepts. I was like, what the? Moving on. Okay. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I went to the next one, and I started selling ebooks, and I did 2 summers of door-to-door selling, because I was like, I realized I didn't know how to sell. Like, even if I have a product, I don't know how to sell it. I got to go learn how to sell. I'm not learning how to sell in college, even though I was taking marketing. I was doing a marketing degree. So I did 2 summers of door-to-door sales with the explicit intent to learn how to sell. I did telemarketing with the explicit intent of learning how to sell in crappy environments. Okay. That is why I did those. Okay. And I started just running for years. And then one day I was I joined the Army because I always wanted to, but also it was to provide, frankly, and I was sitting on the security line during an exercise. It was not a real thing, okay? But I had my M16 in my right hand. I was in the prone for 10 days in the dirt on a security line, and in my left hand was .com Secrets. And I saw the book .com Secrets, and I was like, I know a lot of you guys don't really know Russell yet. That's fine, right? But I had some of the same reservations. I was like, I know there's a lot of people out there teaching stuff, and I was a little bit leery at first. I was like, this guy looks young, doesn't even know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know. Who is this guy? And I started reading this book, and suddenly all these little endeavors I had been trying on the side started making money. Not lots, enough to validate though. And I was like, and things started getting better. And I realized, like, this whole funnel thing worked, right? And all these people were doing it. And so I had to change the question. I want you to do this with me right now. Okay. Do this with me right now. Think through this. Is somebody making money in the thing that you're trying to sell? Yeah. But if you're not, what's the variable? You are, right? Not the opportunity, not the thing you're trying to sell, not funnels. Tons of people are making money in funnels, like lots and lots of money, insane, sickening cash. And even if they suck at it, they still have a great lifestyle that comes from it. Right? You don't have to get an A in funnel building to have a great lifestyle from it. That's the beauty of the funnel game. It's not like school. It's not on the same grading scale. It's got to be perfect. I need to build a funnel. It's got to be an A for me to make money on it. Not true. You can get an F and have a fantastic lifestyle, and you make more money than everyone else that you're working with right now. Okay, you understand? That's the beauty of it. Like, just learn it even like badly, and you'll still do a great job at it. And so when I realized that, and I was in college and we were still living on loans, I realized that, and Russell was like, Funnel Hacking Live's coming up. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but let me go check it out. And I couldn't go to the first one because our first kid was born. Right? Our first kid was due like the same date. That would not have been good for me to miss birth. Right. So I didn't go, but the real reason, we didn't have money anyway. That's the real reason. Okay. We didn't have I'm just being open with you. We didn't have the money. I couldn't afford a freaking plane ticket, and I couldn't afford to go get a hotel room Like those are huge expenses to me at the time. And so I was reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. How many of you guys have read that book? Right? It's like the gateway drugs to entrepreneurship. A lot of you guys, right? That, and I feel like 4-Hour Work Week. And now the new gateway drug to entrepreneurship is like Expert Secrets and .com Secrets, right? Those are the gateway drugs in entrepreneurship, right? And I read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he said, poor people say, I can't afford it. And rich people say, how can I afford it? And when I read that, I was pissed that I had read it because I knew it was true. And I knew that I was being held to a new standard. And I was like, crap, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that that's the answer. Steven, you got to work harder. Crap. You know what I mean? I was so mad that I had learned that that was the answer to it. And so I started running though, right? I started running. I tried all these different things. And what was interesting is I started building funnels, and I was like, what if I built funnels for somebody else? Right? I know that they're powerful, and I know tons of people are doing them, and I'm not, which means I'm the variable, but that means I can learn though. So I went and I started getting these clients. Okay. I'm going to talk to you guys about this in a moment, but the first thing I did, you guys don't want to write this down. Okay. The first thing I did is I changed my customer. Okay. For the first 3 years of me trying to do business, I was trying to serve the wrong customer. Okay. The question that haunted me, which I know a lot of you guys are being haunted with right now, is I would walk around campus. I'd be riding my bike home in the snow because we couldn't afford another car. Okay. A question would not leave my brain. You understand? Pure obsession has been a part of my life in this topic for like our entire marriage, 7 years, way before ClickFunnels came around. Okay. Because I was trying to figure out, what do I sell? How many of you guys are haunted by that question right now? What do I sell? Right? And I'd be riding my bike and I'd be like seeing other people's businesses and they'd be struggling. And I'd be like, I know what I would do in your scenario, dude. I know what I'd do in that guy's scenario because I've been studying all these marketing tactics like you guys, right? I'm studying this marketing tactic and that marketing tactic and that marketing tactic and that marketing tactic. And I would be reading and I was studying and be learning all this stuff. And I knew how I would market these different products. But why I was failing is because I didn't have a product, right? And some of you are having the realization right now as I'm saying that, there's not even an option to give me money, right? And I was so embarrassed the first time I realized that. I remember where I was riding my bike home, right? From campus, couldn't afford another car. It's in the winter, it's freezing. I did that all the time. I would ride my bike, my pedaling bike in 8-degree weather all the time because I had no other choice, okay? And what I started realizing was there was not even an option to give me money. Like I wasn't asking for it anywhere on the internet. I was stuck straight up in a learning cycle. I would just learn. Oh my gosh, that's cool. I should go do that. And I would take the first step, feel a little bit of discomfort. And instead of figuring it out, I would look for a dopamine hit for the next thing I could go learn. What's the next thing I could go learn to make me feel the semblance of progress? Not real progress, but the semblance of progress. How many of you have been there? All right. I know you are. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. I would get stuck in these learning cycles. And I realized that on the bike right there. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, there is a difference between sales and marketing. And I had never thought of that until that moment. And I realized I was good at sales. I was sucky at marketing. The only resource that was really out there to teach me marketing was like .com Secrets. That's it. You have so many more resources than I did when I started this. Way more, okay? Way more. So many more answers. You have a group, okay? There is so many more answers out there just readily available. Plus there's freaking Google. You could just Google it, okay? And what I did is I realized, man, there's a difference between marketing and selling. So I started obsessing over marketing. And I started learning what marketing is and is not. And I started learning what marketing is not Facebook ads. Marketing is not a slogan. Marketing is not a logo. Marketing is not, right? And I realized that when Russell announced that Funnel Hacking Live event, what he would be teaching is marketing. And that is not something that is taught very often. Even today, we say the word all the time. No one knows what the freak it means, okay? No one knows. So I'm going to walk through that here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about what marketing actually is. And I guarantee you, it is the reason you have not actually had a success yet. Okay? It has everything to do with that. Everything to do with that. The question, I don't have anything to sell. What should I sell? The question that I was stuck with personally for years was the wrong question. Stop asking yourself, what should I sell? And start asking, who should I sell? When I did that, everything started happening. Okay. I'm not joking you. Okay. Because it was like the first 2 or 3 years, I was focused mainly on startups. And I would go build funnels for startups, thinking that they would be an easier person for me to go sell. It was my own insecurity. Okay. I was like, I'm going to go sell these cool people. I'm going to go sell this stuff. These new, because they need a funnel. They're a brand new business. Dude, that was the worst client ever. They didn't have a business yet. Right. And if something was wrong with the funnel, it sucked. It was so terrible because I had to teach them, no, you don't have a product yet, or you don't have a business, or you don't know, I'm first going to sell it, then you're going to make it, or they didn't understand any of that stuff. Okay. So the first thing I did, and the first thing I need you guys to understand, I'm getting myself a little bit. I made some slides, but I'm riffing. Okay. I'm just going to go. Okay. The first thing you need to write down and understand is not what do I sell? Okay. If you write that down, you cross that out, and I need you to start asking the question, who do I sell? And when you start at that spot, everything will change. And so what I did, this is how I got to Funnel Hacking Live with no money. Okay. Literally 2016. This is a true story. This is exactly what happened. This is how I did it. I remember I was sitting in, I would get my homework done in 3 hours every day because I hated it. And I realized it wasn't actually, I was a dime a dozen what I was learning. And so I'd get it done super fast so that I could go hide in different random places in campus where no one would bother me. And I would just study. I did that for 1.5 years. And I studied funnels. That's exactly what I did. I took classes, I took things in a way to allow me to study funnels while in school. That's why I did it. And so what I did though is I wrote down who am I serving? Who is my customer? Who do I want to sell? And I started for the first time creating categories that would be a good fit for what I knew how to do. And I started writing down, okay, dream customer. You know, a lot of the problem you guys are running into right now is because you're not answering who should I sell? You're answering who could I sell? Okay, that's a different question as well. It's not what do I sell? It's not who do I sell, right? It's who should I sell, right? It's not could. You understand? I started that was the first time. I remember where I was. I was sitting in one of those small little cubicle rooms on campus. I rented the room and just reserved it. And I sat down and I started that was the first time that I started writing down and writing, you know what? It would be really cool to work with companies that already are in existence. Oh, cool. So I write it down. I want to work with a company that is already in existence. You know what would be cool? I want to work with a company that has a mid-tier price point product, because then I only got to get a few sales for them, baby. And they're off to the races. Makes me look like a rock star. Adds a lot to their bottom line. I could help somebody sell an extra 5 e-com knickknacks that are $15. Or I could get someone to sell an extra 5 $2,000 products, right? Whoa, holy crap. That's a huge difference, right? Funny enough, it's the same amount of work almost. Hear what I just said? It's almost the exact same amount of work selling something that's $15 versus something that's $1,500. You got to get that through your head. It's another major reason, huge hang up I see with people. Okay. And so I started writing down, who do I want to sell? Who should I sell? Not who could I sell. That brings in the needies. That brings in the crazies. Who should I sell? Right? Not what product. That's step 12. Okay. Who should I sell? And I started writing down just that. I want to work with a company that is already in existence. I want to work with a company that has a mid-tier product price. I want to work with a company who already has an existing list of buyers. Because I could drop an email to them and do some strategies that company likely doesn't know and get a lot of sales. That is exactly what I did. Okay? Seriously, that's it. And what I did is I blasted out a message to tons of people. And I found a lot of companies that fit that criteria. Where did I find them? The freaking ClickFunnels group page. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. I was like, I'm going to go learn that. And so what I did is I wrote a list. I think it's about 15 businesses that fit all of my criteria. And I wrote it all down. And I said, okay, these 15 businesses, how can I contact them? And I went and I wrote an email. And this is what the email said. It said, hey, my name's Steve. I want to work with a company I know you don't know who I am. I know you don't know what funnels are, but can I just, it was super hands off. Can I just build this funnel for you for free? And if it works, can we talk about me getting paid? And I had them agree to that ahead of time. They said, yeah. And then I went and did exactly what I just told you. I ran a little ask campaign to their existing list of buyers, right? And then I saw all these holes of where they weren't serving the customer. And then I built a funnel and just dropped an email to their current buyers list. Boom, instant success. Okay, brought them 50 grand in really fast. Okay, and that was the first time I was like, oh my gosh, that is so much easier than the customer I was trying to work with. Okay, some of you guys are just trying to sell the wrong thing, or you're in the wrong customer, or you're like, you know your product is great, but you've fallen in love with the product. Okay, you've fallen in love with the product. It's gonna kill you. You understand? You will literally go out of business because of that infatuation with your product. Do not fall in love with the product. It needs to be amazing. It should over deliver, but that's not where the infatuation should be placed. It should be placed on marketing to the people that you should be selling, not who could buy it. Well, that person could buy it. No. I'm saying the best fit. Who is the best fit to buy your thing? Okay. Massive adjustment. I mean, you understand, I have been trying to do that thing for three years. I think I was on business try like 7 or 8, something like that by that time. And my pride was on the line. And understandably, people would ask me, is this the one, Steven? Oh, why don't you come out and you pay for lunch this time, right? You guys, some of you guys in that scenario right now. It's freaking annoying. I hate it. Okay. And so I had to adjust. I was not willing to give up, but I wanted to, frankly, I did. And I was like, anyway, and I ran hard, guys. And you have a group, you have Funnel Hacking Live. Okay. You understand what you have? I was so freaking lonely in this game for years. I'm just going to be open with you again. Vulnerable moment, Steve. Here we go. I was so lonely. The only person that breathing alive that I even knew doing anything like this that I knew about was Russell Brunson himself. It's kind of hard to get a hold of him, right? There wasn't anybody else. I didn't know anybody else in the flesh in my entire network who was doing what I was doing. And you might be in that scenario. You might be feeling that right now. It's freaking lonely. Steven, what do you do? I hate being asked that question. I still hate it. I'm like, oh, I just tell people, like, I sell things on the internet. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like on eBay. I'm like, no, but way better than eBay. But if you think that's what it is, I don't want to explain it. Right. And I just go the other way because some of you guys are in that scenario and I get it. So it's like, how do I answer that question? Okay. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday and hang around people who are actually trying to do, like actively attempting to do cool things in their life. You know how cool it is to hang around those kinds of individuals where you're not weird for saying, you know what, I want to make money. That's huge, man. I was so alone in saying those phrases. I would say that to people and they'd be like, you greedy SOB, what's wrong with you? And I'd be like, oh, well, I just thought when I had a lot of money, I could actually you actually have more power to actually help more people, right? Can't do a lot if you're poor. You can't, just, right? You can't. So what if I just get filthy freaking rich and then I could turn around and just help a lot of people at a greater capacity than if I was poor? And they'd be like, well, I guess it's okay if it's like that. What business are you on right now? And I'd be like, I'm on the 7th one. Oh, so this is probably the one, right? It'd be like, shut up. I was like, are you kidding me? Naysayers all over, right? You got them all over the place. Okay, they're there as a benefit to you. They just don't know it and you don't know it. Okay, that is a validation that you are doing the right thing in your life. Do not hate them. Okay, they're the haters. When they come to you and they start saying that kind of crap, you just pat them on the head and say, I'm sorry, you small-minded little child, and just pat them on the back and say, I'll see you later, and walk the other way. Okay, I did not handle those people well for a long time. Anyways, hey, that's part of the major benefit of this whole thing, though. Is Funnel Hacking Live is all these amazing people. And when Russell said Funnel Hacking Live 2016 is coming up, and I was like, how can I get resourceful? And I went and I started running that strategy. I was like, dude, what if I started trading these funnels? I'm not going to ask for money when they work, right? And frankly, I had a little bit of price aversion. I did. I was like, you know what I want? I want you to pay me. I want you to pay my way to this event called Funnel Hacking Live. And they're like, Funnel Hack what? And I was like, it's called Funnel Hacking Live. All I really want, honestly, the reason I'm doing this, it'll make you a ton of money. And it did, right? I built that funnel. I did an ask campaign, made the funnel, dropped it out to the email list, and it worked. It was great. It was awesome. But what was cool is after that, I was like, remember our agreement? We talked about me getting paid. And they're like, okay, yeah, how much do you want? Do you want like an hourly thing? Do you want per project? Do you want a percentage of sales? And I was like, you know what? Just send me to Funnel Hacking Live. They're like, you're kidding me. I was like, no. They're like, all right. All right. And keep in mind, I did not know how to build a funnel when I told the guy that I was going to actually go build it. There's a principle there. You should be feeling, understanding there. Okay. This is a huge deal. I did not know how to build a funnel. I remember writing into ClickFunnels to ask, I actually think it was Mark Bangeter, head of ClickFunnels support. I don't think he's in the building, this building right here today. I think he's in a different one. But I asked Mark Bangeter, literally in support, I was totally that guy. I remember the day when I asked him how to adjust column width inside the ClickFunnels editor. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's how far down I was, you guys. That's the only reason why when someone's like, well, I don't know how to build a funnel. Man, just Google it, baby. You have so many resources. YouTube exists. You have so many things. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Just get there. Holy crap. Okay. If someone's like, man, I don't have enough time. Bull crap. Okay. I don't have any time, Stephen. I do not have any sympathy for the individual who says that. None. I was in the Army. You know how much time it takes to be in the Army, even part-time? I was in full-time school taking 14 credits, getting straight A's, okay? Whew, almost all the time. That's crazy. Married, kids, okay? And trying to build funnels. You guys, I would not be sitting in front of you right now. I wouldn't be. If I had said and believed the lie, I don't have time, okay? You guys have like 2 more months. You guys, to get there in general, that's plenty of time. And that's what I'm here to teach you guys today. I'm riffing, and hopefully it's cool. I'm just getting real with you. A little Papa Larsen love. Sound good? Because I care about you, because I've been there, okay? And there were just a few simple tweaks in my mentality that changed all of it. So I am here to teach you some cool strategies, but I am fully aware that if I don't first help your noggin, the stuff between here, right? It's not going to fit. You won't do it anyway. And when someone goes, oh, I'm running this strategy, but man, I just didn't know how to do that thing. Are you freaking kidding me? Google it, right? Not everyone is going to give you all the answers. They're not, right? I remember writing into ClickFunnels to ask how to change background color inside ClickFunnels. I'm not joking. Like that's really honestly where I came from this. Okay. I am the most unlikely success story. Do you feel me? Like I care about you. Okay. I am the most least likely success story in this whole thing. And so funny enough, so they paid and it worked, guys. And I got to Funnel Hacking Live. And this is the first time I ever met Russell face to face. There's a picture of it right there. Okay, and I went and I applied for ClickFunnels. I was graduating in 5 days. That's the actual video. I ripped the audio because it'd be annoying, but that's me. And I didn't barter enough nights in my deal when I was building funnels to have a hotel night the last night. So that's me. ClickFunnels, Funnel Hacking Live was over. It's the very last night. It was over, and I was staying up. I stayed up the entire night, building funnels. I took 52 pages of notes at Funnel Hacking Live. Blows my freaking mind that people don't take notes at Funnel Hacking Live. Like, are you free? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I took 52 pages of notes. I spent the whole night going through my notes, building funnels. I was going to build this cool thing called ClickSoft, and then bought the domain, started building stuff in there. And then I was like, you know what? Proximity is power. Let me just get there. And so I'd applied to be a support guy. Okay. 2 days later, I was sitting in front of Russell. 3 days later, I was literally sitting next to Russell in his office. Okay. And none of that would have happened had I had the cash to get there. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, a real moment here for a moment again. Okay. Okay. If I had had the money to get to my first Funnel Hacking Live event, we would not be having this conversation right now. Okay. We wouldn't, because I didn't have money. It made me do all these things. I had to learn ClickFunnels from the ground up. I went and I was like, I know that funnels are possible and I see all these people doing it. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay. And I went and I started running, guys. Right. And just because I was running, I built all these cool funnels and they worked. And I remember this before coming here, before going to that Funnel Hacking Live event, 2016. Okay. And do the math. I mean, right? This is only like 3 years ago. You see how fast life changes when you just understand some of these principles? It is nuts. Okay. It's nuts. Okay. But I started building all these cool funnels for like, there was a charity one that we did for soldiers when they get wounded and they get sent over to like a hospital. It's a charity that pays for the family to fly to whatever hospital the soldier is staying at and recovering in. It's called the Fisher House Foundation. I did a 5K mud run event funnel, and we had 650 people come to my very first live event that I do to a funnel, or to an event that we did. And I built it in ClickFunnels, right? I went and I built a funnel for the one I was just telling you about, dropping 50K in a month, which is awesome. I built another funnel, a cool tripwire funnel that had some cool successes there. Guys, I started, because of the funnel education and theology, I don't know another word to say that, principles. I started having all these success stories so that I could get my way to funnel hacking live. Okay. Right. I started doing all this before I even knew if I had a ticket. I just knew like I needed to get there. And I wasn't going to get there by sitting on my butt and go, oh, I don't have any money. Okay. I'm saying it because I love you. Just being honest. Okay. I leaned into, right. And then I'm walking through my funnel hacking, my ClickFunnels account right there. This is the actual video. How cool is that? I found it on my YouTube channel. Anyways, I started walking around all these cool funnels that I was doing at the time. And anyway, it's neat. But I would not be sitting here if I had the cash, because I would have just paid to go and I wouldn't have learned all those things. When I applied for funnel, when I applied to work at ClickFunnels, guess what Russell asked me? Hey, are you a funnel builder? Guess what I had been doing? Building funnels. In fact, that one right there is the very first one I ever built, ever. Didn't make any money, but it broke even. That's the one that I actually got ClickFunnels with. I didn't have money for ClickFunnels. So I took a week, and my buddy and I, we drafted and we planned out the entire funnel. I went through all of Russell's.com secrets stuff, and I went through it. And then I went through it again and planned the business out. And then I knew that ClickFunnels had a 2-week trial. 2-week trial. How many weeks? 2. So I was like, sweet. I kissed my wife goodbye for 2 weeks. And I said, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I need a ClickFunnels account. And what I did is my buddy and I, this is literally how I got ClickFunnels. Okay, still today, this is how I did it. Because I didn't have money for ClickFunnels accounts, like $97 a month, living on loans. Like that felt like a ton of money. And some of you guys in that scenario, right? Right. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I don't have that kind of money. $97 a month. That was our food budget for like 2 or 3 of us a month, literally. And I was like, $100. Like, holy crap! When we were eating beans and crap like that, you know what I mean? Just we were barely making it. And so I was like, I'm not gonna. Oh, how do I do this? So instead, what I did is I went and I planned the whole funnel, and then I clicked go on the funnel hacking on the ClickFunnels trial, and that meant I had 2 weeks. The timer started, and so week number 1. I just focused on building the funnel. And my buddy and I, we put it all together. Oh yeah, that's the mud run, 5K Warrior mud run. We raffled off an AR-15. It was really fun. It's cool. That's the funnel I built for it though. This is all pre-meeting Russell, all of it. And I went and totally forgot what I was saying. So week number 1, right? Week number 1, I go in and I built the whole funnel. And then week number 2, we did nothing but focus on getting customers that would pay for our ClickFunnels account. So we got rid of all the stupid distractionary tasks in our brains. We could make it better this way. We could make the funnel better this way. We can make all the stuff we focused the entire week just on sales, and that's how it happened. And we got several people to buy on this recurring thing, and it paid the $97 a month. That's literally how I got ClickFunnels. Okay. I'm trying to help you understand. Like I'm not just yelling because I like to yell, which is true. Okay. But I am yelling because you understand, like, look, I started way down here. Very unlikely success story. In high school, I was voted the nicest kid. You know, when you're graduating, there were 600 people graduating in my senior year. I got the nicest kid award. I will tell you, it is not because I was nice. It's because I was shy. Nobody heard me, right? Seriously, no one heard a thing that I was saying. Okay. No one did. And it was very frustrating. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to share some stuff, so I'm putting my face over the thing. Okay. It was frustrating. And I remember several years in high school, this is a real thing. It was a real struggle for me. I had a legitimate fear of adults. I would walk the other way. I was actually very nervous to approach Russell right there for the first time. I almost didn't. Okay? That's a true story. Okay. This is something I struggled with personally for a long time. There was a teacher in high school. As I started ending high school, she walked up to me, she brought me to the side, and she congratulated me. She said, Steven, I'm so excited for you. I was like, why? She goes, you project. She congratulated me on projecting my voice. She's like, I couldn't hear you for the first half of this year. I was like, oh, cool. And oh, thanks so much. It's a legitimate thing that I had to get over. You want to know how I got over it? Okay. I took my computer and videos of Russell on stage and I muted the video. And I took my computer and I stood in front of mirrors. I placed down the computer in front of mirrors. This is true. Okay. And I would physically mimic Russell on stage, right? Doing all the stuff. How do you guys know how to, I know how to move now because of that. Seriously. Okay. I don't know how to talk because I did what he said. Okay. That was it. There's the secret. There it is. I just did what he said to do. And I went and I muted videos of him on stage and other people. And I would mute it and put it in front of a mirror. And I would physically mimic and move how Russell did. No joke. Okay. That's how I got out of that. That's one of the ways I got out of it. The other way I started getting out of it, I just did what he said. And I started publishing. Okay. I just did what he said. How did I build my first funnel, even though I don't know how to build funnels? And Russell's got like a bazillion hours of training material. And if you don't know how to build a funnel yet, you're lazy. Okay. Building a funnel is easy. It's a click, it's a drag and a drop thing. If your funnel's not working, it's not because ClickFunnels doesn't work. It's because of some marketing principles that I want to teach you guys. And I know I'm riffing and we've been going for an hour. I just need to teach you guys this stuff and understand where I'm coming from as I tell you guys this. Okay. Get to Funnel Hacking Live. Okay. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. He's giving you his funnel immersion course for free, which is an amazing course. Okay. I know because I helped put it together. Okay, and actually built the members area and those pages. It looks pretty good, I gotta say. Okay, but it's a super awesome course, super, super cool. It's gonna teach you a lot of cool stuff. Okay, but the big secret, how I got here, guys, I had to realize and get honest with myself and be okay with the fact that I'm not good at some things. There's the rah-rah speech. So when I said, Steven, you're dumb, right? Because I was. I got Mercy graduated from high school. I did. I got 60.1% in all my classes. I got straight D's in almost all of high school. It's a true story. Okay. I got a 2.1 GPA. Only because the last semester I just took a whole bunch of easy A's. It was I think it was a 1.6. I think the whole time. It's true though. I got D's in every English, every science, every foreign language, every math class in all of high school. My first semester of college, I got kicked out. I got straight F's. Okay. They literally made me wait 4 years before I could come back. It's true. Okay. I'm just telling you. All right. So when someone's like, I don't have time, I'm like, bull crap. Okay. Are you kidding? Like, what do you want? Have you had that thing with you yet? Have you had that where you look in the mirror and you're like, what do I want? Okay. And I would look in the mirror, and that's why I get so freaking passionate about this stuff. And I yell a lot now. Half of it's out of love. The other half is out of frustration because I've been there. I am the least likely success story. You understand? This is the truth. It's truth, baby. Papa Larsen truth coming out on this. Okay. I could not speak. Incredibly shy. I would throw up before I'd ever get on a stage or ever do something like this. Are you kidding me? There's 2,000 of you guys on just on Zoom. Tons of you guys on Facebook Live right now. I would not have done this. Steven, were you scared? Of course I was. Duh. Steven, how'd you build a funnel? I looked at YouTube tutorials. Steven, how did you go build things the first time? Well, I took Get Responses homepage, literally. This is how I learned. I was like, I wonder if ClickFunnels is powerful enough for me to reconstruct Get Responses homepage. And I was sitting on a date with my wife. And I don't know how you don't know this, but we were watching a movie and we had done some cool activity, whatever. We came back, we were watching a movie, we were hanging out. She was sitting on my left and I pulled my computer up from the side as if she's not going to see that. She totally did. But I was like, because I had seen ClickFunnels. I saw the web class and I was like, that's freaking awesome. And I lifted up the computer and I went and I sat it down and I rebuilt on 2 different tabs, a blank ClickFunnels page and Get Responses homepage. And I built it out. And I don't remember what movie we were watching because I remember closing my computer and my brain exploded. And I was like, are you serious? That's what this lets you do? And I didn't know how to do column width, background color. I had to look up how to import an image. Okay. I'm just telling you, most of the time I find that someone stresses and freaks out is because they've been comparing themselves to somebody else. and the speed that they got their results in. That is the best way to die. Okay. Instead, you need to learn how to compare you to where you were yesterday. That is the only indicator for personal self-worth that you are allowed to use. That's it. That's it, my friends. That's it. Okay. And I actually went through the same thing as I started getting around some of these other people. I would see these other people, right? Russell's inner circle. I mean, look where I'm sitting. Holy crap, right? I would sit in Russell's, I would watch. And I would start comparing myself to where they were. Best way to depression ever. Okay? If you're on business try 837 and your spirits are getting down, I have found, right? This comes, I think it's from, oh my gosh, I see the course in my head. From a thing called The Gap. Holy crap. Ha! I can't remember his name. That's so funny that's eluding me. Anyways, go look up The Gap. Super good. Talks about that though, right? Stop comparing yourself to other people. Compare yourself to where you were yesterday. Easiest way to protect yourself as an entrepreneur. Okay? You're in a race against yourself. It's the greatest sport ever. It's a one-man sport. It's you against you, one-person sport, and that's why it's so amazing. Okay? So what I want to do, just with that little forward, I want to teach you guys some lessons I learned sitting next to Russell that were like, that really changed the game for me. Really, really changed the game. Because when I started learning these lessons, so that's what we're going to walk through. So I know some of you guys are like, you just did it. Not really. Okay. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm going to go. I'm going to run. Okay. And I want you guys, please keep checking in with this and keep listening here because I'm very passionate about this. And it's why I'm so serious about it. Somebody's asking me today, like, Stephen, why do you do what you do? And it's because of this. The first time I stood on this stage and was doing a fat event for Russell Brunson, and this very room was filled with people who had paid 15 to 25 grand to be here. Okay. And I stood up and I'm psycho. And I'm like, woo, right. And I'm all over the place and I'm doing the thing, right? The first time I stood on that stage for 3 days and got a message from somebody that said, Stephen, what you taught allowed me to afford Christmas. Okay. I had immediate empathy for that feeling. Okay. You want to know why Russell Brunson, who frankly is very rich, he does not need to be doing this. What other CEO spent that much time teaching you how to use this stuff? I don't know, right? What other event exists where the CEO spends that much time himself doing more presentations than anybody else? Okay. I will tell you from personal experience and being an eyewitness in this office, that man loves you. Okay. And he wants your success. He wants it. He doesn't need to be here. You know how much money he has? He could very well go to some sweet island in Tahiti, which I know he wants to do sometime, and just check out and be like, woof, I have made my contribution to the world. And put his feet up, and he'd probably be eating some Reese's Pieces or something like that. Something like that. or peanut butter cups. Anyway, so you guys what I'm saying? Why does he do that? I mean, you have to think about this. Funnel Hacking Live is not just like some little podunk rah experience. I freaking hate those events. I hate them. I don't like going to them. I will not go to them. If I can tell that some event is going to be some like, you can do it. I'm like, man, I'm already motivated. I don't need to be more motivated. A lot of you guys, you're already motivated. You're on this right here with me right now. You're already motivated. You're like, I just need the freaking direction, right? How many in that boat? Great. Then come to Funnel Hacking Live. Okay. Go to funnelmersion.com/Black Friday. Okay. funnelhackinglive.com/Black Friday. This thing expires tonight at midnight. That's the reason we're doing this. That's the reason, guys, my to-do list today is freaking huge. Okay. But I'm taking the time out because I want you to come, because I know how much it will alter your very existence in this planet. It will actually change your relationship with the things around you. Okay. That's not to get all weird. I'm just telling you, when you go to Funnel Hacking Live, you will have a hard time unseeing what you've seen. Okay. And the next time you go build a funnel, or the next time you start a business, or the next time you craft a product, or the next time you start writing a sales message, you will have a hard time unseeing what you have seen at Funnel Hacking Live. Russell knows how to influence the human brain. I know how to influence the human brain. Every speaker is crafted so that you can sit there and be like, I didn't realize that's the way it is. I should go try that. Hey, you should. You're right. Oh, cool. And then we get these cool success stories. I remember last year, there was a guy that walked up to me and he goes, dude, I'm so pumped for what you guys teach. I bootstrapped my way here, just like you were talking about, and because I've heard your story. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Thanks for telling me. I really appreciate that. And he goes, I don't think you get it. I got my first sale just like yesterday. He's like, I just got a hotel. I'm going to stay in a hotel tonight. I've been sleeping in my truck. And I was like, woo, right? Like, yeah, baby, right? That's so cool. Once you've tasted it, real hard to untaste it, right? And you're like, oh man, how did I do that? And you go back and you try it again, you try it again. The first funnel you do is usually the funnel that breaks and rebuilds your own beliefs. It's usually just a break-even funnel. And that's a screaming success. The second funnel that you do is usually the one where you make just as much money as you're currently making right now at your 9-to-5 or whatever else you do. The third funnel that you do, okay, that's usually the one where you make more money than multiple people in a single work year, right? And that's when you sit back and you're like, holy freaking crap. Yeah, where's that naysayer? Where is it? Right? Yeah, let's go to lunch. Okay, right? Little vindication there. We've all felt it. We've all been there. It stings, right? So here it comes. The thorn's still there. I'm going to leave it in a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to walk through these things here with you guys real quick. Okay. So after that happened, I started learning, started sitting next to Russell Brunson and doing a lot of stuff with him. And Russell became my Mr. Miyagi. And that's what I call him. He's my Mr. Miyagi. Okay. He is, sometimes he'll tell me to do things and I'll just be honest, still, I don't want to do them. And I know he's right. And it pisses me off that he's right. And what I'm mad at is that I have to go experience some growth that I did not want to be experiencing, which means I have to go get uncomfortable. Okay. This still happens. It's the reason I went back and I rejoined his inner circle after I left, because I was like, man, the dude just like, he speaks truth, man. Like I gotta be near that. Right. So he's my Mr. Miyagi, and you gotta let him be yours as well. It's not it's not inexpensive to hire him for a day. It's very expensive. Or you could just come to Funnel Hacking Live and experience his pure genius for like literally 1/10 of the cost. I think right now his going rate is $200,000 a day. Okay, seriously. So pay him $200,000, or why don't you go get his entire brainchild in this thing called Funnel Hacking Live, and for $1,000, just figure it out. Figure out how to do it. And that's what we're going to talk about in here. So he became my. I'm trying to tell you guys full circle now. The story got really, really cool. I'll tell you that the story got even more cool when I realized how to enjoy life when I hadn't made it. Before I could be happy when I was poor, it was very hard for me to move forward. Okay. If you're bitter and having a hard time in life, totally get it. Tough love moment again. You will, money doesn't change anybody. It magnifies you. Okay. If you're a jerk when you're poor, you're going to be a bigger jerk when you're rich. Did you know that? I always know who you are, right? If you know how to help and serve people when you're poor, you'll be able to do it at a greater capacity when you're rich. Money is an amplifier. It doesn't change people. It shows who they are. Okay. If you're like, well, this stuff sucks. No. Okay. You need to figure out what this is telling you about you right now. And right, this is just one of those moments that it's out of pure love. But I had to get real and raw with myself and tell myself, Steven, you're dumb. Okay. Learn how to learn, my friend. You barely got out of high school. Learn how to learn, my friend. You got kicked out of freaking college. I had to come back. Okay, I did. That's a true story. Dude, you don't know how to talk. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. What if I just like started mimicking Russell in the mirror with a muted video on him on stage? Okay, I sculpted myself. And when I got willing to do that and learned to love the journey and the place that I'm at in the journey, funny enough, my progression in the journey sped up like crazy. And funny enough, that's actually half of why I got success. I know that. Okay. I was like Mr. Poopy Pants there for a while. You understand? Like I was not a fun person to be around. I was pissed off like all the time. I still have mood swings just like the next guy. I do. A lot of you guys might be shocked by that. It's like, Steven, you're Mr. Energy. Yeah, it's just an energetic pissed off. Okay. Right. Anyway, you got to understand that. Okay. And that's one of the biggest things I learned sitting next to Russell. As I would sit there and I watch him, man, how I am when I'm poor, I'm just going to be a bigger version of that when I'm rich. Okay. I went on to be a 2 Comma Club coach. That's what I am now. And anyway, yeah, fun stuff. Okay. There's 1,600 comments in Zoom alone. I was going to ask questions, but there's a lot of you guys on here, so I'm going to keep going. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Okay. Hey, guys, make sure you guys go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday and get you guys a ticket before this thing ends up. If you choose this can be something that changes your life. I remember the first time I thought I was interviewing for a support role. And I was like, and I thought it was weird to having to meet with Russell. And I left, and Brent Copeters called me afterwards, and he said, if you haven't met him, he's awesome. He's a COO here. He's totally, he's at Funnel Hacking Live at all of them. He's been here for a long time, and big, supporting Russell in his dream and everything. Super cool. And he said, he called me, and he goes, hey man, would you sit next to Russell and help build his funnels? And I was like, I'm a terrible negotiator. I'm like, I would do that for free. You guys are going to pay me to that? But I called my wife though. And I said, babe, the course of our life just changed. We literally just jumped train tracks. If you choose this to be, Funnel Hacking Live can be that thing for you, but it depends on your mentality about it. Okay. When I was riding my bike to Funnel Hacking Live, you hear what I just said? I did not have money to get to Funnel Hacking Live. Okay. And so, like I said, I bartered my way there by building funnels for people, which I didn't know how to do. I think people assume I knew how to build funnels when I was saying that. I didn't know how to build funnels. I had no idea. I was looking it up on YouTube. I became that guy. I wrote 2 to 3 support tickets in every day for a solid year. That's how they knew who I was when I walked up. And when I bartered my way to Funnel Hacking Live, I didn't have money to spend on a freaking taxi to get to the actual building where it was happening in San Diego. So I rented one of those little city bikes, those street bikes. It's a true story. Okay. Those bikes you can rent inside there. And I swung my luggage over my right shoulder and I balanced on my bike, which I had been riding a lot because we didn't have another car. So, I was pretty good at it at that time. I slung my luggage over my shoulder and I rode my bike from the hotel room to Funnel Hacking Live around the huge bay, all the way around. And I remember going up. Okay. I remember getting close to Funnel Hacking Live, the actual building. And I said to myself, I will do whatever this man tells me to do, but I will never publish, but I will never blink, but I will never blink. And there was a list of things that I started saying I was never going to do. Oh yeah, man. I know this Russell Brunson guy. He's changed my life already, and I'm going to do whatever he said, except for that. I'm going to do whatever he says, except for that. I'm not going to do that. Whatever he says, except for that. There's no way. And we do that, guys. And I walked on in. I actually hid the bike in a bush, and I walked in to register for the event. And I walk on in, and Mark Mangater is sitting there, and he's like, he goes, I want you to apply for ClickFunnels. He's like, you're that guy building all that stuff inside ClickFunnels right now. And I was like, oh, sweet. That's cool. You guys know. And he's like, anyway. And anyway, so right now, the guy that's telling you that you should be there, he's telling you you should be there. Okay. And you need to understand and get there. Okay. So this I'm going to go into these lessons, then we're going to brainstorm some cool things. So understand this is more workshop-ish. I'm going. I'm just going to go. I'm moving on. I don't know how long it's going to take. But make sure you go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. So you guys can get what he gives his inner circle in addition to Funnel Hacking Live. Like, I did not get that when I did that. All right. Hey guys, these are the biggest, most life-altering lessons I've learned in the last 3 years from Russell Brunson. Okay. Sitting this far away from him, listening to him coach all these amazing people, listening to him talk to Robert Kiyosaki and Tony Robbins and Marcus Lemonis and all the huge people, right? We're influencers, you know what I mean? Like these are not little, these are A players. You know, these are big influencers. These are the biggest life-changing lessons I learned that I could think of in the last month as I've started thinking about this topic. These are them. So I recommend you get a pen and paper, right? And the first thing you guys have written down is you're not asking yourself, what should I sell? You're not asking yourself, who could I sell? You're asking yourself, who should I sell? And once you start getting clear on that, the whole game's going to change. But let's go through the next 7 here. I just get some water. All right. Boom, bam. All right, here we go. Lesson number one. The biggest, most life-altering lessons, okay? Understand that it is all about the framework that you follow. Half the reason why you guys haven't had success yet is because you are following a framework that sucks, okay? Or you're in a business that does not naturally exchange a lot of money by nature. So you need to sell 1 billion knickknacks to afford a $2,000 thing. What if you started selling more expensive things and now you only got to sell like 1 or 2 people in order to afford a $2,000 thing? Okay, this is big. This is real big. It's funny, there's a total huge typo on the slide. Okay, what I thought and what I was taught in college for a long time, the way you get success is by having this major, huge, incredible, creative spur inside of your bones. Okay, that's what I was taught. Anyone else? I was taught that. Okay, I was taught that you got to go make something brand new, something completely prolific, something that nobody's ever seen before. That is, I will tell you, the riskiest crap I've ever heard in my life. Do not follow that. It is the worst advice. The person who says that is the person who writes books about business rather than does business. Okay? It's stupid advice. Okay? You got to come up with something somebody's never seen before, right? Instead, what you do is exactly what .com and Expert Secrets teaches. Okay? It's not about having, this is a light bulb with flames. I drew all this stuff and then this artist was supposed to go redraw it and she didn't. She ended up just copying it and handing it back to me. And I was like, no, I'm a crappy artist. That's why I had you didn't redraw it. Dang it. Okay. Anyway, it looks crappy. And I totally understand that. She made all these typos in there. It says framework. Oops, it says framework instead of framework earlier. Anyway, whatever. For a long time, guys, for about 4 years, my first 4 years in this game, I believed that I needed to have this amazing idea. And that is what success hinged on. That's like the last 20%, okay? It's way better. How much better? Way better to actually just go in and just follow a framework. That's what funnel hacking is. 80% of it is just following a framework, and then you can go add your little flair in at the end, okay? But half the reason why someone's not being successful in the game is because they can't actually articulate what framework they're following, okay? You want to drive yourself nuts? Here's the formula. Have no idea what problem you're trying to solve. Have no idea what framework, what model you're following, right? If you're like, Steven, I do this. I'm this kind of coach. I do this kind of thing. I'm retail, all right? I do info products. I do B2B. I do whatever. If you want to drive yourself absolutely ballistic and have zero success and feel like you're spinning your wheels, who wants to feel like they're spinning the wheels? Here's the formula. Have no idea what framework you're following, okay? Because you're just going to start doing crap. Right? Have no idea what framework you're following and have no idea what problem you're solving. Fastest way to failure. Fastest way to feel like you're going ballistic. Absolute fastest way for you to sit back and be like, well, this funnel game, I think this funnel game is a scam. It's like, no, it's not. It's extremely powerful. Okay. But like you're trying to fly like a fighter jet when you haven't even learned how to drive a car yet. You don't even know how to name the thing you're sitting in. You don't even know how to name, like, what are you following? You're following the info product model? You following the supplement model? Right? What model are you following? If you can't name it, welcome to stress. And I couldn't for a long time. And that's the exact reason why it sucked for such a long time. Okay. It's true. Okay. This is a huge, I love this quote. This quote is amazing to me. It's from Joe Polish. He says, there's no relationship between being good and getting paid. For a long time, I thought if I'm just the best architect, if I'm the best salesman, if I'm the best this, the best that, if I'm the best designer, if I'm the best copywriter, if I'm the best at, I did a lot of labor jobs growing up, which taught me how to work and push through stuff that sucked. Okay. If I'm the best, I worked at Discount Tire. I was a tire buster. I was that guy you drove your car into in the wintertime. It's freezing his butt off. Right. And I'd pull off the snowy tire and put it all back on. That was me. Right. I got really good at it. So good. We actually ended up breaking a world record for revenue brought in a month. And we had NASCAR come in and set their car at a really just sick, awesome NASCAR, real race car in front of the store for a while. And it was super cool. Okay. And I thought once I got good, I'd get paid more. Guys, I got paid less. Okay. As soon as I got good, I got paid less because I put less time on the clock. Okay. I will tell you that there are two economies in this life. They are not the same. Okay. And most people think they have no idea the second economy exists. There is the time-based economy, which teaches you if you get good, you'll get paid more. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Not true. The second economy. So the first economy is the time-based economy. Don't follow that economy if you want money. Okay. If you just want some security and which funny enough, it's not actually security. It's actually more risky. Okay. If you just want to like kind of float and coast through life. Okay. If you want to do what's easy, right? Your life's going to be hard. Mic drop. Crap. We need a mic. Okay. If you do what is easy, your life's going to be hard. Okay. And so there's the time-based economy and there is the results-based economy. I am inviting you, and half the reason why this is the guys. Every time we build a funnel, the fear, the trepidation, the oh crap that you're feeling, it's not that way. Every time we build a funnel, it's just this is the first time a lot of you guys are leaving the time-based economy and entering the results-based economy, and you're like, crap, this is new. Well, duh, it's new. You've never been there, right? Dang it, this is stressful. Again, it's brand new, right? It's not hard. It's just new. It's not challenging. It's just new. You just haven't done it, right? I don't yell at my little girl when she has not learned how to crawl yet. Jeez, like be gentle on yourself. Okay. There's no relationship between being good and getting paid. However, there's a huge relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. And most of you have not learned how to actually market, right? You have no idea how to market. Okay. Oh crap. It looks like some of the things down there at the bottom are messing up. Sorry about that. Hey, all that's saying is it expires at midnight. Make sure you go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. Right. And this is where you learn this kind of stuff, right? Marketing. If you've been spinning your wheels, why on earth would you not come? Right. It's going to require a big change, big shift as you learn the difference between a time-based economy and a results-based economy. Why on earth could I take 4 days off last week? It's because I live in the results-based economy, man. Not time. Right. Not time. I can sit back and I mean, I worked a little bit because like it's fun, but not because I needed to. I love what I do. Right. Right. If you want to actually like love what you do, enter the results-based economy. Okay. This is how you do that. It is not by you being the best at the thing. It's about you being the best at selling the thing. Okay. This was a big shift for me when I learned this the first time. Okay. Okay. So we're going to define marketing. Guys, what is marketing? Get your pen and paper out and write this down. Okay. What is marketing? Let's start with marketing. What's not? Marketing is not Facebook ads. It's a part of it. It's not marketing itself. Part of the reason why you haven't had any success yet is because you don't know what marketing is. Okay. And you think marketing is your freaking logo. I mean, I didn't have a logo for my main core products usually for like 6 months. At the beginning of this year, it was definitely that way. You know how I wrote my logo? I just wrote the title of the product. Okay. Stop thinking that you need a slogan, a logo. What's my mission statement? Okay. I hate that crap. Biggest distraction ever. Biggest distraction ever. Okay. Marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is not color schemes. It is not slogans. It's not logos. It is not Facebook ads. When I go in and I write a post on social media, doing that itself, that's not marketing. Now I can turn it into marketing because of what marketing actually is. I've never heard anybody define marketing. This is my definition. I just want you to know that. But this is it. Okay. Marketing, quite simply, is the act of changing beliefs with the intent to sell something. The reason I spun my wheels for so many freaking years is because I did not understand that my role as a marketer, as a funnel builder, okay, is to change people's beliefs. That's it. That's it. It's not to come up. That's the reason why design is not the thing that sells. Okay. I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to use Illustrator. Not that well, good enough-ish, but I don't care because it's not what sells. What sells is the skill of being able to change beliefs. I don't want to go too deep in this. I'm just trying to define it for you. Okay. If you've been spinning your wheels for a long time, my guess is that you've fallen in love with your product and you believe that your product is so good that it sells itself. Bull crap. Products do not sell themselves. Okay. They don't. There's a whole separate thing called a sales message that your obsession should be over. Okay. That's where marketing actually happens. That's where you actually change somebody's belief with the intent to sell. That is marketing at the core, not a color scheme. Okay. Not design. That is not marketing at all. That's design. It's completely separate. Okay. Selling is presenting your offer and overcoming objections. That's what selling is. Okay. Closing. Now, what I had gotten good at when I was doing door-to-door sales, and the reason why I still hadn't made it happen, I knew how to sell and I knew how to close, but I didn't know how to market. I was good at selling. I knew how to present an offer. I knew how to overcome objections. Selling is reasons to act now. Okay. What I didn't know how to do was that last piece, marketing. And that's why it sucked for a long time. That's the reason why nobody was buying from me. That's why $2,000 seemed like a huge amount of money to me. I was like, are you serious? Oh, crap. Like, and everything sucked. Okay. Oh, so challenging, guys. Guys, you have to understand there's no such thing as a poor marketer. There isn't. You don't have money. That's a tough statement. And it's true though, right? If someone has no money, they're either new or they're not a marketer. And so if you're like, I don't have any money, but I have a product. Great. It means you're doing exactly what I was doing for a long time. It means you are not a marketer yet. And you're trying to bridge the gap between time-based economy and result-based economy. And you're going from one spot to the next. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's where the hang-ups happen. You're like, oh crap. Why isn't this working, Russell? ClickFunnels is a scam. No, no, right? There's a skill set that ClickFunnels requires. When you learn it, man, the freaking world's your oyster. Right? I've only been doing the game, like, really? For about 4 or 5 years now. It was about a year before ClickFunnels came out that I started building funnels inside of WordPress. It's about 5 years now that I've been doing it. Everything really took off, though, really in the last 2 years because of some shifts in my head, okay? Okay, number 2, guys, you've got to be peak focused and not path focused. I can easily tell who's going to be successful when I'm, like when I'm doing 2 Comma Club coaching or the 1 Funnel Away Challenge, which I know a lot of you guys have been in. I can easily see who those successful students are going to be because somebody is peak focused and not path focused. I used to climb a lot of mountains growing up, and a lot of us know. I went on a 3-week backpacking trip, and a lot of us know who've backpacked. There's false summits, my friends. All the time. You get up, oh, sweet, there's the top. We've been climbing for hours, and it's not the top. Oh, I just couldn't see anymore beyond that, right? No, and you keep going, like, crap, there's another one. False summit. Oh, crap, I just couldn't see anymore beyond that. Easily, one of the largest reasons I see people not take success when they have all the knowledge that they need in the first place. The thing that keeps them back is they're waiting to see beginning to end in order to start. It does not work that way. It doesn't, okay? All I need to see is where I'm trying, just the top. And even then, I don't really need to know. I don't really need to see it. I just got to know it exists. Did somebody else do it? Yeah, sweet, right? Okay, how on earth do I get there? This is all I need. This is all you need. You need to see the 3 immediate steps in front of you, but focus on the one. That's the secret. That's the trick. Okay. That's the trick. You know how many courses and stuff and things and features Russell puts out, right? That aren't totally ready yet, but they wouldn't be out if you waited for it to be perfect. Like all of them, right? All of them. Your stuff is the same way. Stop being a perfectionist. Stop waiting to see beginning and end and start taking those steps. Doesn't happen that way. Doesn't happen that way. Okay. And it actually is what will keep you broke. And I'm going to tell you guys why in just a moment. Okay. Check this out. Like about 11 tries in, that's when I started actually learning. Actually, let me say this here. Okay. The pursuit of the goal is what qualifies you for the goal. If you're like, Steven, I'm not good enough to make a funnel yet. Yeah, no crap, because you haven't done one yet. Right. And it's the pursuit of the goal that qualifies you for the goal, but it's a hockey stick. It's you moving forward. Oh man, it's the nature of a goal. Of course it's out of reach. You don't personally qualify, like your own individual. Your identity does not qualify for the attainment of that goal for when you first start. That's the way it always is on everything, anything that's worthwhile. You never see beginning to end. As you start walking and start going, a little bit of progress, and you're like, oh, right? Then you got to start going, you kind of plateau a little bit, right? A little bit of progress, oh, right? And then you get pumped about it, and you should, right? I call them brag moments. All of you guys should be bragging inside the ClickFunnels page. I just did this cool thing. Oh my gosh, it worked, right? Do that. That's great. So no one else in this life is easy to talk with about all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's, anyway, okay? And it's at that very last moment where you really start to qualify, okay? So if the world feels black right now, and you're like, I don't see beginning and end, or Steven, I know how to build a funnel in this area or that area. And I know how to get my ticket to Funnel King Live and the hotel, but I can't figure out the flight yet. I guarantee you that if you just buy the ticket and you buy the flight, then you're going to figure out the hotel, or whichever one I didn't say. Okay. That's the way it's going to happen. My sister Marie, she's awesome. She last year funnel hacking live about 6 months ahead of time. So she was doing a lot of my personal content stuff, and I was training her on it, and she was running all my stuff, and it was awesome. And she goes, "I want to come to funnel hacking live," and I said, "Yeah, you should." And I knew that it would be a mistake for me to bail her out, just like our dad did to me. I didn't want to bail her out, meaning like, "Oh yeah, let me just buy you a ticket." Nope. How can we make positive pressure, right? Not all constraints are bad. That's why you go to the gym. You feel constraint and pressure and resistance. It grows you. There's two kinds of stress in this life. Okay. There's de-stress, which is destructive. And then there's eustress, as in euphoria. Okay. Too many guys confuse them as the same thing. They're not. Okay. Pressure, right? Stress, that's de-stress, that's destructive. That's the bad kind of stress. When I can tell I give my little 3 and 5-year-old a chore list and they start getting distressed over it, I stop. I pull back. Okay. When I see them having eustress, growth, decision-making stress, right? Where they have to solve problems on their own. Or yeah, do I put the freaking stuffed animal in that corner or that corner? You decide, right? That's eustress. That's euphoria. That's positive. That's growth-building stress. Okay. Some of you guys are feeling eustress and confusing it with de-stress. It's not. It's positive. I dare you to feel a little pain. Okay. Funny enough, it's not pain. Or I dare you to build the parachute while you fall. Funny enough, the ground doesn't come. It doesn't. It's a facade. Okay. It's just scary because we think we're going to hit the ground before we have the parachute built. It doesn't work that way. I thought it was the same way. It doesn't work that way. It's a facade. The ground doesn't show. Okay. It doesn't show. And even when it does, it's like a boop instead of a bam. You know what I mean? Because you get help. And funny enough, when you just declare what you want in this life, when you say, this is what I'm going for, and yet I'm declaring, that's where I'm going, stuff starts to conspire for your sake. Did you hear what I just said? Some of you haven't declared what you wanted yet, or you're ashamed of what you want. I got into business last out of the 3 asset types that Robert Kiyosaki talked about. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He talks about 3 asset classes. He talks about real estate, financial markets, and business. I went into business last because I was afraid of appearing greedy. That is a true story, and that freaks me out still, okay? And I had to overcome that. And some of you guys are hitting that barrier, and it has less to do with you believing this is possible. It has less to do with you knowing that this could work. It has everything to do instead with you and your identity and needing an identity shift. I am here right now. My entire goal for this entire thing is to cause an identity crisis in you. Okay, Papa Larsen love. Okay, my role. What? Seriously. Okay, I got up super early this morning to start preparing for this. My role is for you to have an identity crisis, so that when you see where you could be, and you know you should be there, right? That you will sit back and you have everything in your wheelhouse. You have a natural wheelhouse, and you don't know all the pieces yet, but that's okay. When you see, like, oh crap, I need to be there. I'm trying to cause an identity crisis in you because I know a lot of you guys just need that last little push, right? And I was an officer in the Army, and I'm fine pushing, and I love it, and I love you, and I've been there, and I can just, come on, right? And I told my sister before last funnel hacking live, I said, hey, she goes, this is a true story. She was in college. She said, hey, she said, Stephen, I have just enough money to eat and pay my bills for the next 6 weeks, or buy a funnel hacking live ticket. What should I do? Okay, this is going to sound extreme, but you need to understand my logic. And half the reason why you're not where you are is because you do this the opposite way. I told her, Marie, just think about this with me for a second. If you bought food and paid your bills for the next month, will you come up with the money to get to funnel hacking live? She goes, probably not. I said, yeah, you're right. You probably won't. All right. And I said, and you know, funnel hacking live, that is a life-changing, life-altering. I mean, you literally shortcut a decade. Every time I go to funnel hacking live, I feel like I compress a decade of my own learning into 3 days. Okay. It's like mental ecstasy is the coolest thing. Mental ecstasy all the way. It's super, super cool. My brain's on fire the whole time because I'm learning from these people who are experts in what they're doing. It's the most pure form of marketing knowledge in this entire planet. I don't know another event that is that way. Okay. And so what I told her is I said, so just think about it. You got two options right here, right? Number one, you could not go. You could not set the goal. That's where I'm going. I said, Marie, you could not do that. Or what you could is say, that's what I'm going to get there. Peak focused. That's what I'm going there. And I can't explain it, just like I couldn't, but I know it's going to change my life. And I knew it would just by being in the room. Okay. And I worked my butt off to get there. And I learned more than most people in that room because I worked my butt off to get there. Okay. You are an advantage right now if you don't have the money to get there. You're not at a disadvantage. Okay. I'm serious. Okay. And so what I said is like, Marie, you could go pay the bills. Will you come up? Do you think you have enough time to come up with money for Funnel Hacking Live? She goes, I probably honestly won't. I was like, yeah, and that's the honest answer. I appreciate you saying that. And I said, that's the honest answer because we had a long chat. Okay. I remember this conversation. Remember, this was a very, very powerful conversation. And I said, okay, now let's think about the opposite, which might sound freaky and scary. But I said, here you go. What if you bought a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live now? Will you figure out how to eat and pay your bills? I said, what if you voluntarily put your back in the corner? What will happen to you when you declare, right? That's where I'm going. And stuff begins to conspire for your sake. What will happen? She's like, exactly that. I was like, I'm not going to tell you the answer. That's for you to decide. You need to own the decision, but I'm just trying to bring you awareness to that. And she bought a Funnel Hacking Live ticket with some of the last money she had. Do you think she starved? No, she's not going to, right? That's the same mentality I had when I got to Funnel Hacking Live. I was like, look, I got to get there. I don't know how, but I need to. And if I use the money I have, which we didn't have any. So I was like, well, how else can I be resourceful here, right? That's exactly what I did. That 100 straight on. Okay, 100% straight on. That's exactly what I did. That's what she did. She bought a ticket. She figured out how to eat. I think she ate ramen for a month and a half. Okay, and she did. And she got to Funnel Hacking Live with $78 in her bank account. And I said, Marie, I'm extremely proud of you. You will get more out of this than 90% of the people who did not have to sacrifice in order to come. She goes, that's amazing. I said, and when Russell talked about this cool thing called 2 Comma Club X, she goes, Stephen, I don't know if I should go. And I said, well, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second here. I need you guys to feel me on this. Okay. If you want to change your life, first of all, you are the only one that's going to do it. Russell won't. I won't. No one will. Okay. You are the only one with the power to do it. Okay. Check this out. Okay. She said, Stephen, I don't have money to pay for 2 Comma Club X, right? It's $1,800 a month. And I said, I get it. She's like, you understand, Stephen, that's more than I live on in 3 months. And I said, yep. She goes, should I do it? And she was trying to bundle with other people to get a discount. And I said, let me stop you right there. If you go, just think about it. I said, think about this for a moment as well. You have to understand, like, these mentalities are the ones that rich people have. Okay. I'm being open with you. Okay. These are some of the major, huge, life-changing lessons I learned sitting down and watching Russell. Someone would walk up and be like, hey, in order to get that speaker, it's going to be this amount of money. And he'd be like, holy crap, are you serious? I never once watched him go, well, maybe we shouldn't do it then. Ever. He always did. He always asked what Robert said. How can we afford this? Crap, how can we afford this? And he would go craft a cool way to afford it, right? And anyway, what I told my sister is I said, think about this. If you go in and you say, oh, I'm gonna get a discount for Funnel Hacking Live. What if we can bundle together? People that are discount seekers get a discounted experience, right? And so I said, if you go in, because you got two options again. I said, so she got to Funnel Hacking Live. She had $78 in her account, and she did it exactly how I said. I said, and you're going to get some life-changing results from this if you do it that way. It's not going to be fun at first. You're going to feel like you're free falling. Totally get it, right? And what happened was I went in and I told her, like, hey, check this out. You could, number one, again, back away from the opportunity to put your back voluntarily in the corner. Okay, put your back voluntarily against the wall. That's very huge. And I said, and you could walk away. Will you have learned things from Funnel Hacking Live? Totally, 100%, right? Or what you could do, you could say, I'm going to try and get this and I'm going to get it with a discount, right? That leads to discounted mentalities. And when the rubber hits the road in the programs and I'm saying, hey, do this thing. Okay. When I'm saying that to people, what I've noticed, what they will do is they will use the fact that they got it at a discount to not take any action. I was like, so you're going to get a discounted experience when you go in at a discount. It's the reason why you don't see Russell discounting. I hate discounts. They do so much. They jack up so much of the mind. It's ridiculous. Okay. I said, or you can flip the question, Marie. I said, what if you ask the question, how can I afford the most expensive things and experiences in life? Isn't that interesting? How many of you guys have asked that question yourself before? Right? And I said, how can you afford? And that question changed my life personally. Okay. So I started asking that question instead of, oh crap, I don't have any kind of money for this thing. Like, well, yeah, duh. Like, you're brand new at it. It's like saying to, my little kid, it's going to start crawling soon. I don't know how to crawl. Duh. You're a freaking baby, right? Duh. You just started in the game. Duh. I don't have money. Duh. You've been in the 9 to 5. Of course you don't have money, right? Duh. You've been, right? You feeling me? Papa Larsen love. It's out of love, just truth though. Okay. And I said, what's cool about that is that when you answer the question, how can I afford the most expensive things in life? It forces you to build up cool assets and skill sets that let you buy the expensive things in life. But then when that experience is over, you still have the asset. And she goes, huh. And I said, yeah, like stop seeking a discount. Find ways to buy things at the most expensive price levels. Right. And when you do that, and because I want to tell you guys something right now. Okay. Write this down. Questions invite revelation. Okay. Questions invite revelation. So be careful of the question you're asking because you will answer it. A lot of you guys, you've been asking the weird questions. Well, I just don't know that I can afford it. Is there a discount? Man, freaking A, no. Okay. No, there's not a discount. And that's the answer. And so you got an answer to that question. Okay. Questions invite revelation. And so I said, change the question to how can I afford the most expensive things in life? And I am so proud of her. Okay. I'm so proud of her. She signed an agreement with $78 in her account to pay $1,800 a month and do the full 2 Comma Club X program. Okay. And she has been leaning in. You understand? She's been leaning in. And what she did is she went in and she created, she's going to use she used one of the strategies that I'm about to teach you. She now makes about $10,000 a month, which is more money than she's ever seen. And Funnel Hacking Live last year, that was only like 6 months ago. What month are we in? We're in November, right? Whenever Funnel Hacking Live was back in March. Okay. I'm so proud of her. Okay. Why did it work? It's because she allowed herself to feel eustress, not de-stress. Okay. An opportunity for growth presented itself. And instead of, she said, okay. And she leaned in. Questions invite revelation, my friends. What questions have you been asking? Beware of them. Okay. I spent a lot of time asking myself, what questions should I be asking right now? I did that last night on my whiteboard. I have one major question I'm trying to answer right now. That's it. Because I know I'll answer it. I know I will. That's how I've gotten where I am. I know I'm going to answer it. That's not a skill set that I was taught, though. You understand? No, there was one guy actually who did say that phrase to me. That's not a skill set I was taught anywhere else. Okay. Be careful of the question you've been asking. And if you're like, man, how can I get a discount? Wrong question, my friend. Wrong question. Has nothing to do with the money. It has everything to do with the fact that you've just been presented a growth opportunity for you to increase your capacity. Okay. What I have found, let's treat this right now as a script. Okay. If I'm going to write a script to sell you guys in a Funnel Hacking Live, I would look at your vehicle, internal and external related false beliefs. Okay. I would look at your beliefs. Okay. Meaning vehicle. What's the vehicle? Okay. The product-based false belief. How many of you guys know, just to raise your hand and let me know, how many of you guys know Funnel Hacking Live is going to be amazing? I do. All right. Funnel Hacking Live is going to be freaking awesome. You guys popping in tons of, a lot of comments. Okay. Funnel Hacking Live, okay. Awesome. I know it is. And a lot of you guys who are trying to come, but are trying to figure out ways to get there, whatever, you also know it's there. So I know that you likely do not have a vehicle-related belief with coming to Funnel Hacking Live. Am I right? You're not the concern that you have is not, is it going to be worth it? Right? That's what vehicle beliefs are. Then there's internal based ones. Okay. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy. I've screwed up too much in my life. I don't know how to get there. Right. Then the next one is external based resources, right? External based beliefs. Okay. If I was writing a script to sell you guys to come to Funnel Hacking Live, a lot of you guys would have issues externally with time, money, resources, support from spouse, support from, right, how do I get the ticket? How do I get the airplane ticket? Well, that means they have to get a hotel room. How am I going to eat food, right? Those are all external based false beliefs and excuses and objections on why you're trying to figure out whether they should come. Okay. Funny enough, I have found more often than not that category is not the category that's actually keeping you from coming. It's actually the internal. Okay. Internal. Internally, a lot of you guys are hanging. You got the hang up, man. You got the hang up. I'm shifting from time-based economy to result-based economy. I'm shifting from I've never actually haven't had something successful yet, or I'm shifting from I don't have money to how can I get money? Right? You're shifting. It's a huge and it's freaky. I get it. I'm not gonna act like it's not scary. It is. Perfect. Good. Okay. Let the growth happen. Let the growth happen. Lean in. You qualify for the goal on the journey to the goal, right? Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. I don't think I am. Okay. You qualify for the goal, right? As you move towards it, not before. That's where the fear comes. That's why you feel scared about it. Okay. So let me keep going. Let me go going. This has been longer than I expected, but hopefully it's been awesome. Okay. Yeah, I finally went in. I turned in a whole bunch of businesses. Around business 11, though, some things changed, and a lot of it has to do with the things I'm talking about right here. The things that changed in business 11 for me, okay, business try number 11, this is what changed. What changed is that my personal capacity increased. Guys, I will tell you something right now. Sitting next to Russell as long as I have now, he would not have been able to run ClickFunnels 7 years ago. Okay, why? His capacity for doing some massive project like ClickFunnels would not have been at the level it needed to be to run something like ClickFunnels. Okay. And a lot of you guys, what you're feeling is the personal capacity growing pains that you're feeling inside that you're like, oh crap, I can't actually do the thing, right? No, you can. It's just the first time you're experiencing some of these, oh crap, I got to answer the questions I've never had to answer before, right? What is my question? Who should I be selling, right? That's where those first like, oh crap, feelings are coming in. Okay. What changed in business try number 11 for me is my personal capacity increased. I changed my relationship with money. It stopped freaking me out. And I started realizing that it was a tool. It was made of cotton. It's dyed green. And it's actually a man-made thing. I stopped objectifying it, making it this freaky, scary thing. I started serving a different customer like I was talking about. And I learned how to create value instead of price. We're going to talk about that in just a moment here. Okay. Guys, if you're liking this at all, this is like the smallest little faucet drip that you're going to get at Funnel Hacking Live. Make sure you go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. I'm sorry, it's kind of jacked up there on the bottom footer there. Oh, it sucks. In fact, I might unshare my screen here in just a moment so we can not have that because that's annoying. But go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday and you guys will get Funnel Immersion with the Funnel Hacking Live ticket, which is crazy. I think he's also giving you like, I don't want to put words in his mouth. So anyways, there's a whole bunch of other cool things that are going along with there as well. Guys, the one of the things I learned also sitting next to Russell is that I had to lean into my constraints. Like I was saying before, I would not be even here talking to you guys had I had the cash to get to Funnel Hacking Live. Steven, you're broke. Yeah, instead of me going, I know I'm broke, I said, yeah, I'm broke. And I leaned in. And the answer, funny enough, was on the other side of me leaning in. Right? For a long time, I was really overweight. I was 35% body fat. I had a double chin. I was working on a triple. I know it's hard to see that now, but that's the point. Okay. I knew that I wanted to lose weight. I lifted for a full year. I lost 45 pounds and I kept going. I actually got really fanatic over it. And I went and I did a sprint triathlon. Guess when I bought the ticket? Like a year before I decided to go do the sprint triathlon. Not right before the sprint triathlon. Okay. Why? Because I needed to set a goal and be serious about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, buy the ticket now. Don't wait and be like, well, we'll see if I have money. No. If you have the money, buy it. Buy a Funnel Hacking Live ticket. You're going to figure out how to make everything else happen in your life. But if you first attend all these other things that you think are really important, but they're just actually a distraction, and you're logically trying to release you from the pressure of getting a Funnel Hacking Live ticket, and actually having the personal growth inside of you, you're not going to go do it. Okay. The obstacle is the way. Okay. What do you suck at right now? Be open, raw, real with yourself about what that is and lean in. On your piece of paper, write down your number one constraint. I'm broke, or I don't know how to speak, or I've never built a funnel, or whatever. This is like Real Talk with Steve. You've been listening to Real Talk with Steve. Okay. You guys understand what I'm saying about that though? This is huge, massive shifts in the mentality. That's why I wanted to go through some of these lessons here with this. Okay. Okay. There was a guy I went and I started doing, I went to this counselor once. Okay. I went to a counselor and I sat across from him and he asked me, he goes, Steven, have you ever been tested for ADHD? And I was pissed because I didn't want anyone to tell me that something was wrong with me. Okay. Some of you guys are feeling that. And I get it. Business is the best personal development course you're ever going to enroll into. That's why it's funny enough, in order to get you to Funnel Hacking Live and get you a successful business, we actually have to go through this stuff before I can even get to actual marketing tactics and strategies. When I first started becoming a 2Comma Club coach, I assumed that I would be teaching marketing strategies. We all assumed that. Instead, I realized that 80% of the time, I was just trying to teach people the correct mentality so that when they saw the strategy, that they'd do it. Right? It's so funny how backwards it is. And that's why I'm attacking it this way rather than here's all these strategies. We'll get to that in a moment. But I know that a lot of people won't do it unless we actually walk through this. All right. Okay. Anyway, constraints, right? Huge. I went and I took this test to see whether or not I had ADHD. And I was pissed. And he sent home this test with me. And I get back, and he said, and I handed the test back to him. And he starts reading through the results of this test I had taken to see if I had ADHD. And I start taking the test, and I'm going through it. And I hand it back to him, and he's going through it. And sit down across from him, and he sits there, and he goes, "Huh? You know, you don't have ADHD, but you have a lot of symptoms of it." And in my mind, I was like, isn't that how you tell if somebody has a thing? Like, all right, whatever. But it jacked with my head for years. I thought I no longer qualified. Okay. I'm serious. I thought I no longer qualified for some kind of success. I thought I no longer qualified. Stupid belief. Okay. For a while there, I believed I wouldn't have success because I didn't own a briefcase. I couldn't be successful because I didn't have a briefcase. I didn't have the image. Stupid, right? That's stupid. That's dumb. I guarantee you your excuse is dumb too, right? That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have a briefcase. There's no way. There's not a chance I'm actually going to make it. I don't have the image. Man, I don't even have, at the time I shaved my head because of the army. I don't even have hair. I don't have the look. You know what I mean? And there's all these stupid, dumb excuses running through my head. They were dumb. You know what's funny? The reason that most people follow me or Russell or any of us now is the very thing that we thought was our constraint. I didn't have money. Instead, I leaned into it and the answer was on the other side. It made me a good funnel builder because I didn't have money, right? It made me get to Funnel Hacking Live because I didn't have money. It made me come and do all these things because I didn't have, right? Does that make sense? The very thing that you think, hear me. Okay. The very thing that you think is your constraint is actually your freaking superpower. It's the reason anyone follows you in the first place. Okay. Get past your own crap, right? Or at least become cognizant of it. Oh man, I think this has been a constraint in my life, right? Oh, I don't qualify because of this. I don't qualify because I'm a millennial and everyone's millennial bashing now. I don't qualify because I'm a baby boomer and I don't know how to use the technology. Just being open. Okay. I'd rather be open and honest. I don't qualify because over here I have a 9-to-5. Yeah, everyone's got a constraint. Understand that is the thing that actually qualifies you to be followable, right? It's the very reason why you're attractive. The obstacle is the way, okay? So when you're like, I don't have money, congratulations, you've got the answer. You know exactly the next steps. Lean in, right? The very reason why somebody says, or they're like, Steven, I don't know how to talk. Great. You're probably going to become one of the greatest talkers in this industry if you lean into that then. Because you don't know how. It's not natural. You got to go learn it. Great. Steven, I don't know how to build and click funnels. Awesome. I didn't either. Okay. I didn't either. My first semester in college, I studied CIT because my dad is brilliant in coding, and I was like, I'm gonna go be like Papa. And I went and I sucked. I mean, I sucked bad. I was so bad. I was like, I got to get out of coding. I have no idea how to code. Okay. I know how it works. I can't do it. My brain doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Okay. But I leaned in, guys. I leaned in. I've still got to go learn how to use ClickFunnels. Still got to learn how to make it over to Funnel Hacking Live. If I know proximity is power, how on earth can I do it? What is standing in my way? In your piece of paper right now, write down what your constraint is to you getting the Funnel Hacking Live. Okay. That is your answer. It is the path. It is the reason why you're followable. It is the reason when you tell the story in the future, someone's going to follow you. Most people are not willing to live their own hook. Okay? I'm followable because I couldn't feed my wife. I'm followable because I couldn't talk. Okay? I'm followable because I didn't start at a place of success. So when someone says, Steven, I don't have any time, no sympathy. Okay? I don't care. I'm happy for you. And it confuses the crap out of people until I explain this to them. Okay? Feel me a little bit. Okay? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You gotta want it. Some of you guys just like flirting with the idea of it. Oh, can you imagine what it'd be like to be a funnel builder? That'd be so cool. Can you imagine how cool it'd be to have a successful funnel just making money while you sleep? That'd be so cool. Wonder what's on Netflix. What? Are you serious? That's crazy. I'm not saying not to take breaks, but freaking hustle, man. Like, you got one shot. You got one shot. Okay? I'm not trying to get all like deep and like metaphysical and stuff. But I'm trying to say, like, when you realize what's at stake, why does Papa Larsen get so intense about this? Why do I get so intense about it? It's because we're talking about the potential for generational wealth. We're talking about, if I can just get one or two of you guys to really understand this, okay, you will affect your customers, and we've effectively changed the world. When I walk in ClickFunnels, I feel like I'm standing on hallowed ground. Okay, I have felt that the entire time I've always been here. What we do here is special. Okay, it matters a lot. It's special. It's something to lose sleep over, which we do. Okay, and if you're not passionate about those kinds of things in your life, like, how long are you willing to tolerate mediocrity? Most people are desperately clinging to this thing that they want to go do. Right? They're like, oh, I have this, and this is where the conundrum happens. They're like, I really want to go progress and have this cool thing over here, but what if nobody accepts me? And while I'm trying to shift my behaviors and my mentality and the way I see the world to a funnel hacker's mentality, okay? Let me get to these things. Let me experience these cool things. We're desperately assigning all of our personal value over to mediocrity still. You guys, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's something new you've done. Yeah, you've never done. You've never done it. Right? Steven, I can't do it because I don't have any money. Perfect. Steven, I can't do it because I'm not worthy. I didn't sit next to the desk of Russell. That one drives me up the freaking wall. Okay. Stupid. Okay. And I need you to write that down. Real talk with Papa Larsen again. You understand? Write that down. And if you want to know how to go psycho again in your brain, don't know what constraint you're trying to blow past. Write that stuff down. You got like a few options here. You could like go around it. You could like go the other way around it. You could crawl over top of it. You actually could dig a hole under it and actually get around your obstacle that way. The best way I've noticed is to go put a little pack of C4 straight on a thing and just blow the crap up and just move on through it. Okay. Most of it I found has everything to do with mentality and was not actually a real constraint to begin with. It's actually hard to find a real constraint. It's hard. When you actually understand the power of what I'm talking about here, it is the reason you will become who you need to be for your message to actually sink into the market you're trying to sell to. Lots of you guys don't even qualify as the attractive character to deliver your message. How do you become that? By doing it, by moving into the constraint. Okay. That's what, guys feel me? Is this cool? Has this been helpful? I'm not just trial closing you. Okay. I had this idea 2 days ago to come do this. Hopefully it's been okay with you guys. I just want you guys to know how much I care about you. Okay. And when you look at the power of what we're doing, this is an important thing. It matters. And it matters. And it matters to actually figure out. It matters. It's one of those things it's okay to suck at for a long time until you learn how to be good at it. Myron Golden spoke at the last Funnel Hacking Live, and he said a line that I really loved. He said, half of you guys aren't willing to be bad at the game long enough to learn the game. Okay. Which means swing the freaking bat. Stop choosing which bat you're going to swing. Swing a bat. Start swinging. Okay. Okay. Let me keep going here. All right. Right. Rich say, how can I afford it rather than how I can't afford it? This is one of the big quotes I really like. He says, how would the person I'd like to be do the thing I'm about to do? I hated when I read that quote because I knew it held me to a higher standard of accountability, and which is true. And when I read this book and started studying like crazy, right? I started going through. I was in the Army. I graduated basic. That was our first little kiddo right there. And that's a picture of graduation day right there. We just had thrown a whole bunch of cool smoke bombs all over the place, smoke grenades all over. Which, by the way, smoke grenades from the military are way cooler than the ones you can get 4th of July. And we came running out of the smoke. It was super cool. Anyways, awesome. And I started figuring out, like, who should I sell? Not what should I sell. And a lot of this will start to be recap, but I'm just moving on now. Okay. Stop trying to build your change the world business, right? Change your world before you change the world. Some of you guys are like, barely can feed yourself or don't have a discretionary $2,000 to get to an event that will accelerate you and shortcut years. Right? If you barely pay attention, it will shortcut years just based on the network and the people you actually network with. Okay. Okay. Stop trying to build a change the world business first. Change your world. Get rich. Right? Then you'll have capacity and power to actually go change the world. Okay. Real quick, I just want to start walking into a few strategies here with you guys. Okay. Make sure you got a piece of paper and pen out. This whole thing at the bottom is driving me nuts. Guys, make sure you guys go. So let me fix it real quick here. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen real fast. But make sure you guys go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. And that will get you guys a Funnel Hacking Live ticket, as well as some cool bonuses that I never had a chance to get. It's actually going to shortcut you like crazy if you actually just do it. Just cool. So let me just fix this thing here real quick. Getting rid of it because that was annoying. Hey, if you could, though, I just want you to make sure, like, I want you to be cognizant of the thing that you're trying to blow past right now. What is the thing you're trying to solve? Okay. Do you actually know what it is? What are you trying to solve? Okay. Drop in the comments. I'd love to know what your obstacle is right now. Okay. And again, this has nothing to do with throwing rocks. I'm not here to like make anyone feel bad or shamed or anything like that. Has everything to do with you knowing what it is you're trying to solve. Otherwise, you spin your wheels. That's where that feeling comes from. I don't know what problem I'm trying to solve. Oh, crap. You have a lot of stress in your life, don't you? I don't know who I'm trying to sell or who I should sell. Oh, man, you got a lot of crap in your life, don't you? Right? Oh, crap. I don't. Right? That's where that comes from. And that's, like I was saying, that's the easiest way to stress out like crazy. Okay. So let's fix that thing here. Hey, what I want to do real quick is I want to show you guys some cool strategies, some different ways to look at this that maybe you haven't seen before. I call this hacking the value ladder. These are things that I do when I'm looking to design or develop a new company. And since I spend a lot of time with brand new people like you guys, right, doing this game, these patterns have come from this. Okay. What I want to do real fast is I want you to understand, like, look, if you look at a value ladder, okay, a value ladder, right? On the bottom is like price, and on the side is a value, right? And the higher up you get in the value ladder, the more money you can charge, the more you can serve somebody as well, right? It's a two-way relationship, right? Don't sell broke people, right? And I want you to understand that. So I'm going to share with you guys some cool strategies here and some cool ways to get your brain thinking of cool ways to actually make $2,000 and actually get the Funnel Hacking Live. All right. Again, it's funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. At least just have that tab open while you're listening to me. And hopefully I can give you the courage to start filling out the form while you're there. As I keep going here. Okay. You guys good? We'll be going for a little bit. I'm the original Energizer Bunny. In fact, one of my followers found an Energizer Bunny and they imposed my face on it. And it's on my ceiling. All right, check this out. Time to fulfill is on one side versus typical margins on the other. And I want you to see this because, and you guys all agree, I'm not here to offend anybody. Okay. But I want you to know there are scenarios that I see that I know it's going to be way easier for me to help that person blow up and make cash and change their world versus others. And I want you to know, like, I'm not here to offend anyone, but let's walk through this. Because every time I have somebody walk up to me and they're like, Steven, I'm a life coach selling to college students. I'm like, you hopefully have had a huge amount of success already. They're like, no, we're barely eating right now. And they become a martyr. They're like, no, I'm trying to get my dream to live. Okay. Every time I see a homeopathic life coach selling to college students or the equivalent, I'm like, can I say that? Is that okay? I love you guys. Can I say that? I'm not here to offend. You need to hear when I'm saying this. Okay. Okay. Because does a college student have money? No. So you're selling somebody who is probably willing, but not able to actually give you money. And you're selling a category and a business and a product and a price point that is not known to be a lot of money. And so people are going to look at like $1,000. Let's say you're going to sell something for $1,000. They're going to look at that and be like, oh, $1,000. I guess I could take out a loan for it. A loan? Like what? For $1,000? Like, holy crap. One of the biggest lessons I learned early on, and I was very fortunate to learn this. I learned it in the real estate game. Okay. I learned that I was doing real estate and I was trying to flip real estate. I was flipping the contracts between the closing period. Kind of risky, but that's what I was doing. And this guy, he became a mentor of mine, and he called one of my street signs and he said, hey, I know what you're doing. Come hang out with me. I said, all right. So I went and I hung out with him, and he ended up being one of my first mentors. And I would drive over to him in the middle of college multiple times. And what he taught me is like, you know what's funny about the real estate world? And again, no one get offended. Okay. We're looking at this objectively. He said, what's funny about the real estate world is the atypical real estate agent is very lazy. They just wait for they wait for a listing to come in. They put the listing up and then they just kind of wait for someone to come across it. There's no strategies. They don't learn any kind of thing. But he's like, what's interesting about that? I was like, that is interesting. He's like, you're right. He's like, yeah, they don't do any kind of, right. And I'm talking atypical, stereotypical, right? And I was like, most of them, he goes, they're kind of lazy. I said, the reason they make a lot of money is because the product that they sell, it's already assumed that they are going to be, there's a lot of money exchanging hands, right? If someone's like, hey, I'm going to give you a house for $1,000, he'd be like, what's wrong with it? Right? And he goes, right. And he taught me that there's a really important lesson in that. He's like, sell things where there's an expected high value, right? That's why my sister has made it so well, so quickly off the bat. I taught her a cool thing, which you're going to learn in a moment. Okay. To make money in an area where it's expected high dollars to be exchanging hands. That way I don't gotta sell. Like when someone's building a funnel, a book funnel, free plus shipping, $9.95 book funnel for their very first funnel, and they're wondering why they're still broke. It's because that kind of funnel is not meant to make you a lot of money. Okay. It's the wrong order to build a funnel in. It's the wrong order to build your value ladder in. It's the wrong product. It's not expected to have a lot of cash coming in. That's what he's teaching me. He's like, hey, look, he's like, choose an industry where you can be a crappy salesman and have a great lifestyle. Okay. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And again, I'm not saying not to go be the homeopathic life coach to a college student, but if you do that first and you expect to make a lot of money, that vehicle, right? I actually learned a part of this also from Russell when I was still in college. I was listening to Russell Brunson on his podcast, and he said something that was cool. He said, I realized one day, he said this on his podcast. He said, I realized one day that I had level 10 skills and a level 2 opportunity. And I was like, crap. He's like, you know what's interesting is if I have a level 2 skill, but in a level 10 opportunity, I actually will make a lot more money, a lot more success, and I will be able to help people be more successful. I actually will get more results for people by doing it that way. But when I take level 10 skill and put it in a level 2, and more often than not, in the 2 Comma Club X program or One Funnel Away, or whatever, any kind of coaching program ever that I do, right? A lot of times it's not that their funnel isn't great or good enough for money, or it's not that their sales message isn't good enough for cash, or it's not that they don't have good enough traffic. It's that they've plugged into this thing that they're trying to sell broke people a cheap thing. What kind of person does that attract, my friends? Okay, I want you to start thinking about this. Okay, so when I talk about hacking the value ladder, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is one of the missing pieces, one of the things that started making it work for me. This is what made me change my customer and tell myself, what should I sell and who should I sell to, right? And when I found, this is one of the maps. This is one of the reasons it works so well. And I realized the other day, I've just never taught this, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys fall in love with your product, and I'm not saying you shouldn't love your thing. I'm not saying it shouldn't fulfill. I'm not saying it should be amazing. But the thing you're plugging into is not known for high dollar cash exchange. And because of that, you're not going to get a good cut, okay? So when you're coming in, like there's an amazing lady, this incredible lady. She was selling um, um, organic homemade cat food door to door. And she was really passionate about it. And I was like, that's so cool. It's so cool. And I'm not saying it can't be a big thing. But if you're like starving in your life and you can't actually afford a few experiences, like $2,000 for Fun Hiking Live, $2,000 is not a lot of money. And if it feels like a lot of money, you're not going to make it. I'm just telling you, right? 2 Comma Club, $1 million. I'm just telling you, more coaches. I've spent a lot of money on coaching personally in me this year. Right. Why? Because I want to stay sharp. Okay. I spent $75,000 this year so far on coaching personally. Okay. And a lot of people, what they'll tell me, right? They'll tell me like, Steven, like make sure that you are taking care of your own house first. If you know what I mean? Make sure that you're master of your own house, master of your house. Okay. Make sure you're master of your own house and that you've got your crap together and you got your actual crap in order. And then when you do that, then go change the world. Your capacity to change the world will be so huge, right? That's why I call myself the capitalist pig. I want you to be rich, make money. There's nothing wrong with that. We got this weird, backwards, crappy mentality over money. Like we got to apologize for what we want to do and what we are and how the skill sets we have. I want to make money, but not that much money. I want to make money, but so I can give it all away. Man, make money for you, all right? Make money. There's nothing wrong with that. Make money. That's okay. So that you can afford cool experiences and things that accelerate you. Like Funnel Hacking Live, funnelmerge.com/Black Friday. Okay. Check this out. On the bottom, what I want to do is I want to walk through typical margins that the value ladder has at typically the different price points. Okay. Usually you have, same year, this is where I'm going straight stereotypical here. I know obviously there's always stereotypes. I don't want anyone to freak out. Okay. But I'm saying, right, this goes back to this. Crap, I went too far. It's freaking out on me now, okay? I want to learn what causes cash as a rule, not as an exception to the rule. Stop getting, I don't care about flash in the pan strategies. I don't, okay? I only want to learn the things that cause cash by a rule, not as an exception to the rule. Okay, the purpose of right now, what I'm about to get into, and I know I've been going for 2 hours already, stick with me. I just know that if I don't do that first part ahead of time, like you're not going to hear what I'm saying. Okay, I want to know what frameworks, okay? What frameworks cause cash as a rule? Cash-based frameworks, cash-causing frameworks as a rule, not as an exception to the rule, right? One of the reasons why I stopped doing so much stuff in the financial markets is because I felt like I needed to learn exceptions to the rule to really make a lot of money. Rather than if I just do these 3 things, if I turn these 3 levers, cash happens as a rule. You understand? I don't learn stuff that's why it's like 80% proven framework. And then you can go be a little bit creative if you want to be. But even then, like I don't even distract myself with that stuff anymore. Oops. Okay, I don't. Okay, it's not what actually pulls the cash in. It's not what actually, anyway, you feel me? Stop trying to learn like, there's like these little ninja strategies that Russell Brunson's doing that he's not sharing with us and not teaching us. That is not true. He tells you guys everything. There's no such thing as .com secrets. All the secrets are out there. Okay. There's no such thing as expert secrets. He has told all the secrets. They're all out there. Okay. All of them. They're all out there. There's not like a special magical thing that he's doing that he's not telling you guys about. What he's extremely, sickeningly, almost frustratingly amazing at, okay, is he is so good at cash-causing frameworks. That's what he's good at. What I realized is I needed to find somebody, okay, one more life-changing lesson here, and this is where all this stuff comes from. This is why I've become Steven Larsen, okay? I'm telling you right now, this is it. This is it. What you want to do is you want to learn. Let's say you're trying to be the best Olympic skier. My dad was going to go try out for downhill skiing for Olympics. He worked on ski slopes and ski resorts like crazy when I was first born. He was an amazing skier. He still will not tell me the tallest cliff he jumped off of. Which is true. Anyway, Papa Larsen's the man, right? My pops is cool. And anyway, he's going to go be the skier and he's going to go do all this cool stuff. Anyway, he ended up not doing it because he started getting a little bit hurt and he's like, oh my gosh, I got a family. And what's interesting is, so these frameworks, right? These different pieces. when you start learning them, what ends up happening is, like I was saying, like okay, downhill skiing. Okay, if that's the goal that I want to go for, what's the framework that will guarantee me success? I should probably get a coach. What's my sleep schedule? What's my eating schedule? Who am I going to train with? Right? What do I need to? What are my times that I need to qualify for, to actually qualify for the Olympics? There's all these things that cause success as a rule, right? But it's so common in today's internet saturated information overload scenario and lifestyle that we have today to get sidetracked about all these little things. Oh, you know, this really cool strategy. It's like when Russell said, like, he really wanted to go do, like back in the day, right? I think it was Mark Joyner was telling him not to go do this. He really wanted to go do this faxing business, right? Back when fax machines were everywhere and you could just fax people. So these people would just get thousands of fax numbers and they would just fax ads all over the place. Just tons of them. It's free, right? Or almost free. And they would just fax their ad to thousands of people. And these people making millions of dollars. And Russell's like, I want to go do it. I want to go do it. Flash in the pan, dude. Right? And Mark Joyner's like, no, man, flash in the pan. That's going to be gone soon. Focus on building your list. Focus on the core strategy. Focus on the framework. Focus on the cash causing framework, the cash causing models that do it as a rule, right? And that's what Mark Joyner basically told him. He didn't say the exact thing, but that's what he told him. And so what's cool about that is Russell listened and he went and he focused on things that create a list and create the asset and create the thing. And he started putting it all together. He started creating it. And sure enough, it became illegal. FTC swooped on in, bam, made it illegal to do that. Tons of people lost their entire business and went back to working for corporate jobs. Okay. It's the exact same thing. I am not interested and I will not learn flash in the pan. I will not teach flash in the pan strategies either. Okay. So what I'm about to teach you guys and share with you guys, understand that these are frameworks. I'm teaching you the 80%. I don't give a crap about the creative stuff. It's the reason why you don't need to be a creative individual to actually go and have success with this stuff. So let's dive into this here real quick. And I know I've taken a little bit of time here, but I think it's been helpful. Hopefully it's shifted some people's mentality on this. Okay. All right. So if I got typical margins down on the bottom, I'm saying as a rule, right? Not the exception of the rule. I don't care about exceptions of the rules. I only learn rules. Okay. As the rule, as the framework, as the model, typically you get pretty good margins in webinar, but you dump a lot of traffic back in, right? If 3 is the most, you get the most margin usually, right? A lot of margin comes not always from events. It depends if you sell at it, but usually, depending on the way you run it, you can make a lot of money at doing events or a mastermind or a high ticket something kind of application funnel, right? Not as much margin usually comes from like a PLF or a VSL, right? Or a webinar funnel, okay? But still a lot. The smallest place for margins is usually tripwire funnels and sometimes VSLs, invisible funnels, summit funnels sometimes can have, yeah, I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money. I'm saying usually, right? The strategies that we use those funnel types in are the strategies to like bring more customers in at break even levels, not make money, okay? Like hear me when I'm saying that. And a lot of times people are in and they're building these things and I see them and it gets frustrating for me because I'm like, Stephen, I've been trying forever to sell my $60 supplement and it costs us about $100 to actually get somebody to buy, which is pretty normal for that area. And again, I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money. I'm saying the drop in the hat really fast strategies that we're about to get into, that's not usually the one I run to, okay? Those are like, you're usually like a few tweaks away and then bang, right? Like Russell made a cool supplement funnel with Neuracell way back in the day, but he already had like a team. He had an existing revenue stream. He had his house was taken care of. You understand? And then he went and then you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not saying not that you can't. I'm not saying, but the method that you're trying to take cash off the table with is a rough one. It's a longer road. Okay. And that's the next piece here. Time to fulfill. Okay. Time to fulfill, funny enough, is not 1, 2, 3. It's actually 1, 3, 2. Okay. You don't spend that much time fulfilling usually on things that are at the bottom of the value ladder because they're already made, right? You wrote the book, the supplement's done, right? There's a summit, but you pre-recorded everything. A lot of front end work on those front end funnels, tons of it. Okay. Down here at the bottom, that's like publishing stuff. Okay. That's all the free stuff that I do. So that's the way I look at it though. I'm like, cool. all right, I've aged and I've ascended a lot of people up into these areas. I need more people. And so then I'll go build like a new front end free thing to pull people in, or free plus shipping or low ticket kind of thing. Then I'll start getting the $1,000, $3,000 price range. Then I'll start getting into like the 13, 15, 20,000, $25,000 price range, $30,000 price range, right? So what am I doing, right? Remember the real estate guy. I'm being strategic on the type of funnel that I will build, the type of business, the type of product, the type of customer that would be attracted to this price point and this price level. Okay. So what I told my sister is, hey, Marie, what if you just went and learned how to do this thing that everybody needs inside their funnels, that it's expected to pay around $1,000 to $2,000 a month for that service. People expect to pay. Then just go find 5 people and do it for them. That is exactly what she did. Okay. That is exactly what she did. Okay. I'm going to walk through that here as we move down here just a little bit. Okay. Okay. So if I'm hacking the value ladder, just understand that if I try and find a way to go real expensive first, not last. Okay. Or at least in the middle of the value ladder. Yeah. I'm not talking about building a new opportunity right here. I'm not talking about building a brand new blue ocean. I'm just talking fast ways to make $2,000. Okay. I'm going to usually start somewhere at the top. I'm going to drop out. And if you're like, I'm going to drop out to my list, say something like, hey, I really need that. Do you want this or this? I have these services. I have this capacity. All right. It's going to be $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever. Boom. And you're like, Steven, I don't have a list yet. Congratulations. Now you know your obstacle. Okay. Move on. Right. And still figure out a way to do it. I went in and I wrote a list of people who would want a funnel, and I offered them funnel building services. That's how I did it, because I didn't have a list. It's not that I had like no email list. I had no list. Like nobody was following me. No one knew who I was. Starting totally from scratch. I was not publishing. Nobody knew, right? Nobody. I was a nobody. Okay. No one knew who I was. Okay. Okay. Market number 5, the market will always tell you what to do. I'm going to go fast over this one. Look, you don't fill your own wallet. So you got to stop caring about your own opinions. If I'm like, hey guys, this is a cool strategy to go make a lot of money on real quick, or this is how to get the funnel hacking live, or this is how to like, Stephen, I don't know if I can, like, whoa, wait a second. You're not filling your own wallet. You actually don't represent your market. So stop caring so much about what you think about something. As long as it's ethical and moral, you're not stealing, like, who cares what you're selling? As long as people want it and they're buying it and it's actually helping them, actually fulfills, don't be a scumbag. Okay. But like, you don't fill your own wallet. Get out of your own head. Okay. Your opinions matter like almost not at all. Okay. That 80%, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's models out there that make cash come in really quickly, but you just haven't learned the model. You're too distracted by the creative portions of the framework model, right? I'm trying to learn the creative piece of it. Why? You actually don't need to know it. Just learn the 80%, go run it. It's like a football play. Let's run this play. Let's do that model. That's the thing I'm trying to solve. This is a customer I should be selling. Oh, they want that kind of product? Oh, they expect to pay these kinds of prices for that kind of thing? Oh, wow, cool. Done. Okay. Once upon a time in a delivery room, just real fast on this. Our first kid was being born. In fact, that's her inside the basket. Okay. We're in the delivery room. That's in the delivery room right there. And Noah Keegan had this cool offer where you could text him before you actually bought his thing. So I was like, sweet. So I started texting him, and I was doing everything that college taught me to do. I was like, hey, I was running, like I wanted to go sell the stuff. And I think I was on business try like 8. And what I did is he had this cool thing where you could text him. And I had been running all these focus groups, and I would get all these people in the room, and I'd get all these cool focus groups going. And what I would do was, and I would ask him like, well, would you want to buy this? What would you want to that? Would you want to this? Would you want to buy this? And so I texted him and I said, hey, Noah. And I was inside the delivery room. Nothing was happening yet. I guarantee, do not do this. It's so stupid. This is a dumb Steven moment. And I was texting Noah Keegan in the delivery room, and she was getting induced. Nothing was happening yet. Okay. And I'm sitting there and we're talking and we're okay. And we had to be there for like 12 hours or whatever. So it was like hour 6. All right. I was being an attentive individual. So yeah, I wasn't being a scumbag. Okay. But I was sitting there and I was texting Noah Keegan. I was like, hey, dude, I got this cool idea. I want to buy your thing. Do you think I should buy it? and go try this idea. Everyone says it's a great idea. And he goes, oh, I don't know. And that was not the response I was looking forward to. I was like, no. Like, hey, I've been running all these focus groups and all these people have been telling me it's a great idea. Do you think I should go do it? And Noah was like, dude, I don't know. I was like, I started to get frustrated. I was like, come on, man. Like, would you do this idea? And he goes, dude. And he texted back kind of aggressively. And he said, dude, I don't know. I don't care what they think, right? He said, I let customers vote with their wallets, okay? Not with what they say. How many of you guys have made a New Year's resolution, like the one that's coming up here in a little bit, right? New Year's resolution's coming up, and you can't name what the resolution is like 3 weeks in, right? Case in point, it's the exact same reason why you should not care about your own opinions, my friends, right? Your opinion is not what actually matters. Your opinion is not the thing that actually gets people success, right? And I started asking the question, how do I make products that people want to pay for rather than what they say are awesome? If I know who I should be selling, now what's something that they will pay for? How do you figure that out? By trying to actually sell them. That's how you do it, right? You don't sit back and be like, hey, they said they pay for it and then feel like you have this thing of success. That's a false summit, my friends. That is a false success, okay? One of the first funnels I ever went and built, it's my buddy underneath the truck. That's a funny story. This is one of the most testosterone-filled pictures that I have. My buddy's working under the truck on the truck. My other friend is cutting up an elk. And I'm sitting there inside of ClickFunnels building our first funnel. That 2-week trial that I did, that's what that was. And I was trying to figure out some cool stuff there. Anyway, what I was building was this. Okay. And this is one of the first things I ever built. And I was building it and I couldn't figure out how to sell it. And so I followed the framework that Russell Brunson had proved out, right? He had said, hey, everybody, you want my free plus shipping .com secrets book? I mean, what funnel does that look like? It's the .com secrets one. And I followed the framework and I took my opinions out of it. And some of it looked cheesy to me, but I took my opinions out of it and I just followed the framework of the master. Okay. Anyway. Cash is not king. Cash flow is king. What are you business for? You're here to make money. Hey guys, I'm going to skip forward here just a little bit because I want to get to this other cool stuff here. Okay. On the same note though, you guys can understand that your perception of price is not their perception of value. So half the reason why I found a lot of times you guys aren't willing to pay or charge money for things is you're like, hey, I wouldn't pay $1,000 for this thing. It's like, well, you're not the one buying it. So your opinion doesn't freaking matter. Get out of your own head. Right? Would they pay for it? Yeah, I paid $1,000 for this thing. Right? There was like some worker who came into our house and he was doing some cool work I can't remember what it was, a handyman or something like that. He's like, hey man, like, I don't want to stress you out, but like, I think it was something to do with like electrical work. I don't know anything about that. So it's worth a lot to me. It's like, dude, I'm so sorry, but like, you got this scenario here and this plug, whoever did this last is supposed to be like this. And anyway, it's going to be like another $300. And he was like apologizing over the place. And his perception of price was not my perception of value. I'm not going to try and fix the electrical thing and I was going to electrocute over the thing. $300. I was like, seriously? Yeah, dude, do it. He's like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, no, it's not a big deal. Like, no, seriously, man, like $300. Like, I'm so sorry. I was like, dude, I'm not going to figure this out on my own. I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Right? My perception of value is not his perception of price, but a lot of times we'll think it is. And so we'll build these cool products and these offers or whatever it is you're trying to sell. And you'll be like, it's not worth $1,000. Yeah, it is. To the right person, it is. And if it's not, you're probably selling the wrong person. Just telling you. Okay. All right. Price is set by the seller, you, but value is set by the buyer. Right? Price does not equal value. It's not the same thing. Just moving a little bit faster here because I want to get to something here. It's cool with you guys. Guys, how many of you guys are like freaking out? So I mean, we can come over to the comments. How many of you guys are like stressing out? I get it. I get it. I'm not trying to stress anybody out. Get on with it. I am, Derek. This has been awesome. Oh yeah, I'm reading the comments. Okay. Is that interesting? Okay. Confidence equals competence. Okay. If you do not feel confident in the funnel building game, you're not competent enough yet. Go to Funnel Hacking Live. You'll be more competent. You'll learn. I learned more in the first hour and a half of Funnel Hacking Live than my entire 5-year marketing degree, which frustrated the crap out of me, man. I was so mad about that. I was mad, but I was thankful. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. How can I make $2,000 by the end of next week? Chad, great question. Glad you're asking that stuff. Perfect. Exactly. Serious value bombs. Appreciate that. Yeah. These are huge shifts in mentality that I find that most people, this is actually what's keeping them back. Okay. I am just listening, not hearing the ways to earn $2,000. Man, Tony, I'm telling you right now, it has nothing to do with the strategy that I'm going to drop on you. If I just go to the strategy and I just tell you, right? Oh, baby, I'm about to throw my mouse. You understand? Okay. I have coached thousands of people in this. People have gone through my stuff and have made millions of dollars. These are the reasons they do not make the money. It has nothing to do with the strategy. Hey, I care about you enough to teach you this. Okay. What is screwing you up is what's between your ears. That's why you haven't made it. Okay. And I care enough to yell. And I hope because I've been there, man. I've been there. Okay. So feel like, man, just teach me this strategy. Every time I teach the strategy and just go right to it, everyone forgets it. And they do not go do it because I did not frame it correctly. So I have now done 2.5 hours of pre-framing. Okay. 2.5 hours. And there are 2 specific strategies I like to use that I've used multiple times. I asked Russell what his favorites are. He told me. I'm going to share with you guys that as well. Okay. And we're going to brainstorm together. But if I sit here and I start just dropping these strategies on you, you will not take them seriously. You will discount them. How do I know? Because I've done this for thousands of people. Okay. Thousands. I am not going to apologize. Okay. I'm not going to apologize for yelling, but if I don't sit here and shake your state and help you understand that it's between it's you and you, man. Okay. Okay. Not hearing the ways to earn $2,000, but I see you're not on anymore either. Love you, but I'm just telling you, pointing out. Okay. Yeah. Still here. Appreciate that. Awesome. Awesome. Excited to have you guys. 2 hours of complete trash clickbait. Hey, awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much, Ant. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hey, guys, if you want to go ahead and leave, go ahead and do it. I won't see you there. All righty. So what are the 7 ways to make $2,000 quickly? Yeah, baby. That's where we are, Robert. Yeah. What's up? What's up? I see Steven. Boom, bam. Good job. Good job. Boom. Tech stuff, leads, ran out of funds, build a funnel. Sweet. All righty. Cool, guys. Ready for them? Okay. 7 things I learned sitting next to Russell. Okay. First thing I learned. It's all about the framework you follow. Half you guys are broke because you're following a broke framework. Okay. Half of you guys are trying to figure out the path. Those of you guys, the people who are not on this anymore, who are freaking out because they're like, what are the strategies? That is a path-focused individual. Just telling you, lean into your constraints. Oh, I don't have any time. I don't have any money. Great. It's awesome. Those are your superpower. Change the world before you change the world. All right. Stop trying to change the world before you change your world. Make money. Okay. Market will tell you what to do. So let's get in here and I'm going to actually teach you guys the strategy. Okay. Cash is not king. Cash flow is king. Has everything to do with you removing your opinions because you don't feel your own wallet. Competence equals confidence. Okay. If you feel like you are not having enough confidence in this game yet, you don't know enough. Get to Funnel Hacking Live. Go to funnelversion.com/Black Friday and learn some best truth here. Okay. Here we go. All righty. So I'm going to brainstorm here with you guys real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen. What I'm going to do is pull up Google Sheets here. We're going to take a 3-minute break. I just need to fill up my water. I've been yelling a lot. And what I did is I grabbed the 10 industries that are in front of ClickFunnels. If you go to clickfunnels.com, those 10 different industries where you click and you're like, hey, this is what I'm in. This is what I'm in. Okay. I'm going to teach you guys some cool, easy ways to do this. There's 2 really easy ways that I make money quickly when I need to. And that's what we're going to go through. Okay. Give me 1 moment here. And I'm going to grab some more water and we'll get this going. All righty. Please leave previous screen up. Yeah, sounds good. Let me do that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And then we're just going to take like a 3-minute break. I'm just literally going to grab water, hit the restroom, and I'll be right back. Okay. ClickFunnels Affiliate Marketing Mastermind training for $2,000. Yeah, could if you wanted to. Okay. E-commerce, please. My friends. Don't you know Papa Larsen delivers? All right. I'll be right back. Let me grab some water. What's up? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do a little brainstorm with you guys. I'm just open up the comments here so that I can make sure that I see them and follow them and we are seeing each other. Boom, bam. All right. Okay. Oh, man. All right. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that. I just needed to grab some water real quick here. All right, my friends. You know what's funny is I think some people just aren't used to my insane long builds. It's pretty funny. You like the beard? Thanks, Steve. All right, here we go. So let me share the screen here. Now, what I want to do real quick is I want to walk through some of these strategies and ways to creating this cash. Okay, and like I was saying, to a few lovely naysayers, which I love it. Bring it. Just get the comments over here. Make sure we got the screen up right here. And let me go to chat. Boom. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. Use the book funnel with my children's book. Yeah, but it's just not G. Harris. It's not something that's going to cause revenue for you quickly. That's what I was trying to say before as well. Is like you're actually going to, in my opinion, in those kinds of areas, you bleed out faster than you're going to make money, which is why I wouldn't do that. Will you marry me? Let's rock. Let's do this. Boom, bam. How many people are still on? We got 1,500 people on. Excited for you guys to be here. Have you ever in your life procrastinated? Yeah, actually, I use it as a strategy. I'm serious. Because I know that I'll waste time. So what I do is I first tell people about something, and then I'll go figure out how to do it. Otherwise, you wait too long to actually make it perfect, to actually get stuff done. Okay. Can you start at the back end? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through each one of these industries here. Okay, here's the top industries. I'm sorry, here's the industries that ClickFunnels suggests, right? On their ClickFunnels page, not suggests, but they say, hey, which one of these industries are you actually in? Okay, and so this is interactive. I want you to know that. Okay. Hey, what if you don't have an idea for the product yet? That's perfect. That's great. Thanks for bringing that up, James. All right, so what I'm going to do real quick here is right here on this column, what I want to do is I want to start brainstorming some ideas. We're going to start walking through them, and what we're going to do is we're going to tier them, okay? I want to look through and see what ideas cause, because I have some ideas I want to drop on you guys, but I want to help you guys to work through why something you're thinking might be helpful or not, okay? So we'll keep going this way. All right, so start dropping in your ideas right here, and then I'm going to go in and we're going to start categorizing them. Let me stop this little. Okay, cool. Anyway. All right. Funnels. Organic eating. Meditation. Coaching. Supplements. We got horse training, photography. Let's see, music. So I'm going to sell some music stuff. Social juice. Someone said, woo. I don't know what social juice is. Latasha said, influencer, nutritional supplements. You could be an affiliate. Yeah, ClickFunnels affiliate. Just saw that one. Detoxing. Lead gen, skincare. Okay. There's like a major issue I'm already seeing right here. Okay. You guys are too focused on the product rather than how the product sells. Okay. I never realized that till right now. Bot building, live events. Okay, what you need to start looking at is what method of exchange causes a lot of cash really quickly from the get-go. Okay. Exactly. Course. There we go. Like I'm going to do a course. I could do some coaching. There we go. You see what I'm talking about? The method of the delivery is the thing that you need to look at that actually causes cash quickly. Agency model, super fast, really easy to make a lot of money on that. Info products, amazing, massive margins, but take a lot of time to create. So I'm going to teach you guys a fast strategy around that. These are two of the big ones I want to teach you guys real fast. You can make a lot of money in. If you have a following, coaching is one of the easiest ways to make a lot of money. Freelancing, yeah, freelancing in general, but something specific. Done for you, mortgage brokers, membership site, prepper, some kind of live training. Yeah, totally. Live training, membership, webinar, funnel building for affiliates. Real estate, yeah, real estate as far as like what though? You know what I mean? Being focused on the product that you sell is half of the battle. There is a dying art in this game right now. The art that's dying is people are forgetting what campaigns are. Okay, we think that a campaign is a Facebook campaign or Facebook ads or turning on YouTube ads or Google ads. That's not a campaign. Okay, campaigns existed well before Facebook or all these ad platforms existed. They still were campaigns. Campaigns were events. And we need to start thinking of is how do I create an event around one of these things, right? A course, coaching, agency, info, freelancing, live training. How can I create an event? I'm not saying physical event. I'm saying how can I make it feel like an event? right? Something like a webinar. Webinars work because they are an event, right? Someone said masterclass. Exactly, some kind of masterclass. That's a method of delivery. Rather than thinking about what product can I give, it's what delivery of my product is perceived as high cash exchange. Make sense? This is huge. Our webinar and masterclass really the same thing. They can be. The webinar could be selling a high ticket application thing, but not really. See, parenting, you could do online courses, right? Exactly. What I'm looking at here is methods of delivering the product where high cash exchange is expected. Okay. So I could take a book and write a book, right? Or I could go in, I could take a book, or I could go in and I could write, I could actually teach the same things that were in a book in an event for a higher amount of money. You see what I'm saying? Same content, right? Different value. This is big. This is one of the reasons it works so well. Affiliate marketing and MLM. Some of you guys are dropping that in right there. I would not rank that as something that makes you cash quickly, right? Why? Because you do a butt ton of work for a while and you get like 5% razor thin margins. You know what I'm saying? You do. What I'm looking at is I'm trying to see, I want the most cards stacked in my hand as possible. I want all the cards in my favor, all the cards in my hand that I can to actually stack up a win for me. And so the way I do that is I'm cutting out what things are not an easy win. So frankly, like right over here, right, what I'm looking at is the different industries. If I'm looking at agency and freelancer, speed to profit as an agency and freelancer, that's like a 3. That's really high. The speed to money is quick. Okay. The speed to money in an info product is also quick, but takes a little more work because you got to build the info product. So there's some ways around that. These are 2 of the major ones that I want to teach you guys. Okay. Okay. E-commerce, unless you've got like a really awesome source of traffic from the get-go and it's already kind of proven, a lot of times the speed to profit is a lot smaller. Okay. It's easier to sell physical products because the perceived value is really high, right? Right. But the margins are low. Info product has the exact opposite relationship. Okay. Info products versus physical products. Physical product has got a massive advantage over info, right? Is there any kind of sales message in Amazon? Not really. Or Etsy? Not really. There's like bullet points. That's it. Why don't they need to sell things on Amazon very hard? It's because it's a physical product. I can future pace myself. One of the greatest tools you guys can have as a marketer is anticipation. Okay. And so I can think through and expect, like I got a really cool Ethernet cable that's like super wicked fast showing up today. I'm anticipating that showing up. The value, it was like $10 somewhere I got it, but the value is higher than $10 because I can future pace myself. Okay. E-com, physical products have that advantage over info, but the margins usually are usually smaller. Okay. Again, we're talking about major frameworks. Okay. Okay. Does this make sense? Like, you understand why I just spent 2 hours pre-framing your brain for what I'm going through right now? Does that make sense why I did that now? Okay, follow me here because we're about to go deep. But I had to go through, anyway, whatever. Okay, those are the sad people that I always pat on the head and say, oh, moron. Okay, all right, here we go. Being open Steve Larsen channel here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Info products, though, have a high info products have a high margin, but low perceived value. Okay, this right here, when I learned this, the game got way easier and I started making a lot more money because of this. So physical products, high perceived value, low margin. Info products, right? Low perceived value, high margin, usually. So what I do is I combine them, okay? And we lead, right? If you are going to do like a book funnel, we always start with something physical, which is why you notice that most of the time, all the upsells are info products. We lead them in with high perceived value on a physical product, but then we lead them, straight margin comes on all the upsells afterwards. Okay. That's how we do that. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. Funny. Yeah. Isn't that cool? All right. I'll repeat that. Okay. Does it make sense? Expert Secrets book funnel. What did we start with? Here's the book. What's the value, the perceived value of something that's physical? High, right? But you don't sell a book to make a lot of money. You don't make money on books very easily. It's not the rule of book sales, right? But there's a lot of perceived value in it. Okay, huge perceived value in it. But really low razor thin margins. So then what we do is all the upsells afterwards are info products because the second yes is always easier than the first yes. Okay, it's like funnel strategy 101 here on this. Okay, and so usually, not always, but almost all the upsells you'll see are info products, not physical, because it's straight profit. Okay, what's the cost to fulfill on something that's info? Like a freaking email. We're talking pennies. People know that. Okay, people know that. So when I'm talking right here, one of the strategies I want to teach you guys real quick here is this info product one. The speed of profit is a little bit slower because you got to make it, but it's still really high profit. The speed of profit is a little low. Okay, the profit though is high. It's just a little bit harder sometimes because you got to sell it harder. So if you're not good at creating sales messages, the way to do it is combining physical with info. Okay, it's huge, huge. Okay, let me keep going here. Okay, so anyway, so understanding that a lot of times when I'll sell something that's like an info product or I do like a webinar, you understand you could take the same thing that's in, a lot of you guys need to understand, it's not about the product, it is about the delivery of the product that increases the value. Okay, the product itself is not what increases value. The product itself is what, right? The delivery of the product. The delivery, I could say the same things in a book as I do in an event, but charge more. Ooh, interesting. Okay, very interesting, right? I'm trying to cut out all of the options that are not the easiest path to quick cash for you. Okay, e-commerce, usually just straight e-com, usually speed to profit, low. Got to buy ads, right? They have costs to actually fulfill. You got to ship it, the cost of the thing itself, right? And it takes a lot of time itself. The time to fulfill, it's a lot of freaking time. Okay, info products, time to fulfill, like no time to fulfill. That's why I love going there. It's higher types of profits, speed of profit, right? And the time to fulfill is nothing usually because you built it. Okay, agency, like you understand, like a lot of people don't look at it with this method. They don't look on this stuff. Okay, agency and freelancer. If you're an agency, okay, speed of profit, real fast. Time to fulfill, a lot, right? After you get paid is usually when the work starts, right? Now, this is one of the major, this is how my sister went and exploded. Okay, it's because I taught her, like, look, it'll be a little bit of work up front until you get your system down, but your speed to making money, right? You actually make money really quickly, and the time to fulfill is really high as well. And so I would go with either agency or info product. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that here shortly, and a cool method for doing it. Hey guys, make sure that you guys have a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live though. This is the kind of stuff that you guys like, and you want to learn more of these kinds of deep strategies like this. Okay, go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. Okay, all right. Coaching consulting. If you have a list, right, speed to profit really fast, time to fulfill pretty low. That's another one that's like freaking awesome. If you have a list, super quick. This is getting cool now. Thanks, Ashley. Ashley just posted the link there. Network marketing, speed of profit, really low. Time to fulfill, also really low. Okay. I love MLM as a back-end business. I do not like it as a front end usually. Just can tell you, right? Some people like it as a front end, but it takes quite a while usually to get a lot of people. And so some people are like, I'm going to go do MLM as this thing that's going to give me a Funnel Hacking Live. You better have a huge freaking list already then, right? Because the margins are razor thin and the time to fulfill is low, which is great. Which is why I love it as a great back-end business. I personally do it as well, but like it's super, you see what I'm saying? It's good back-end. I don't use it as a front end, and I don't use it to make like a quick, oh, you know what? I'd love to go, like my wife and I, we want to do hardwood floors. So I was like, let me go ahead and I'm going to run this play because I want an extra $3,000 so we could get hardwood floors. Okay. So I do this exact thing that I'm sharing you guys right here. I'm looking to see what method. I'm looking to put level 10 skills in a level 10 vehicle or level 2 skills in a level 10 vehicle. So we're cutting out all the ones that I wouldn't even go for. Okay. I'm just telling you, local business, local small business, right? Speed to profit, usually kind of depends what it is. Okay. But usually a little bit low. Time to fulfill, usually it's a lot of time, man, a lot of time. I was doing this business in college. We were making $3,000 a week. And it was awesome. And at the end, I was doing this cool report and I was sharing it with some cool people. And I said, we only made 16% margins on the business overall. And they're like, you made 16% overall in a food business? That's crazy. That's so cool. And I was like, 16% sucks. Are you serious? That's good. I will never do this industry. And I walked away. Why? Because of this right here. Okay. B2B lead gen. If you have ad budget and you have, and you know what you're doing, and you already have like a cool plugin thing, like it can be really awesome money really, really quickly to sell leads, right? Time to fulfill can actually be kind of high though. Okay. Blogging and affiliates. If you are brand new, I would not start out that way if you're going to try and make some quick cash. Lots of time. Not that much money for quite some time though. Okay, I'll actually put that as one. I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money. There's blogs that make a ton of money. I'm saying if you don't have a blog already, that path takes a long time. Okay, nonprofits obviously is meant for no profit. Okay, so a lot of time and very little profit. If you're just getting started, honestly, I think that you are in a fantastic position. Okay. I want you to understand, like, because that's the reason I'm walking through this, because I want to teach you guys a few of these strategies that would get you some cash really, really fast here. Okay, one of the things that I want you to know about is this really cool site called Funnel Rolodex. Okay. Hey, Funnel Rolodex is like Freelancer. It is like Fiverr, except cooler. What's cool about it, and this is what I taught my sister, okay? And I said, hey, if you want to make a sustainable business, it's actually really, really cool, go be an agency / freelancer. And you could be a one-man stand for a while, and that's totally fine. It will take you some time up front, but the speed to profit is really quick. So what I would go do is I would go learn just one aspect of funnel building. Do not try to be the copywriter, the funnel builder, the videographer, the picture taker, the traffic driver, the right, bam, 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 all this stuff. Instead, what I would go do is I would go in and this is exactly what I told her. And a lot of people make a lot of money really quickly this way when they become an agency, because they figured out how to just niche down on one thing, okay, just one, and then build a service around that, selling to entrepreneurs. Okay, entrepreneurs who are successful have cash. Right? And they have more money than they have time, which means they are a great person to go and sell. And so I would go in and I would teach those people, right? Just like this, what I'm telling you, right? Learn a core funnel function, right? Some funnel function, and then go sell it to 10 people. Do the first one for discounted rates. Do it really, really small or whatever it might be. And then go and just tell people, hey, look, my brother, he's starting to do this as well now. He wants to go learn traffic, and which is great, right? That's a learnable skill. I didn't know how to drive traffic when I started driving traffic for Paul Mitchell. Man, I learned it on YouTube after I said that. Hey, I'll drive traffic for you. What's up, Paul Mitchell? How you doing? And they're like, sweet, okay, cool. And then I went back home and I started going in and learning how to drive traffic, okay? The customer, I would sell it to entrepreneurs, successful ones, who have more money than time. Okay, as far as launching it, okay, to launch that, it'd be super easy, guys. By seriously going into, you could go into the ClickFunnels Facebook group and say, hey, who needs traffic or whatever? Who needs X, Y, Z, boom, right? Go do it for free for one person, bam, you got your story. And now you can go in and charge people $1,000, $500 a month, whatever. And that's super, like, guys, I spend $20,000 to $30,000 a month on my content team alone. Personally, I've been doing that for like 6 months. Why? Because I'm not going to go do all the tasks they're doing. They're doing tons of stuff, right? I'm not going to do what they're doing. I hired expertise, right? It's super, super easy. Now he's getting the good stuff. Bull crap, Kayleen. Okay, Kathleen. It's been good all along. Okay. What I'm trying to help you guys understand with this is I want you to understand that I'm going in and what I went and I hired people specifically, right, who are good at this one, at like just that one thing, right? And if you realize, like, if you get out of your mind, stop trying to change the world, change your world, and just go get good at one little thing, be an agency. You make money super fast in agencies, okay? Real fast. And that's the reason why. Sell it to successful entrepreneurs who just have more money than time, okay? That's massive. In fact, in most scenarios here where you're making money quickly, that's the easiest way to do that, okay? Which is interesting. So yeah, I spend 20 to 30 grand a month on my personal content team because of that. I got more money than time now. And I'm not going to go spend money repurposing all of my content, all this stuff. I'm not going to spend time doing that. Are you serious? I got way bigger fish to fry. So go be the solution, right? Go to funnelrolodex.com, right? Go to funnelrolodex.com, sign up. It's free. And it's the place where everybody can go and say like, hey, I do this. Do you want it? And they'll pay you right there. I think ClickFunnels takes like a small fee just for being the host or whatever. Super, super easy, right? Raymond, you're spot on, man. 100%, 100%. It's not crazy. 2 commas really, really fat. Like, that's why I like when people say, I don't have money. Like, well, you don't understand the vehicles that cause cash really quickly then. The frameworks that cause cash. That's what I was saying before. You need to understand the frameworks. What about scalability? You're not making it to scale. You're making it to make a quick 5, 10 grand a month. That's it. I'm like, how many guys that would radically transform your life? Okay. Don't get fooled by the whole, I got to go scale it. No, you don't. Okay. Go be the person for 4 people who's going to, they're going to pay you $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 a month for this one service. Dude, that's more money than most people get paid in massive exec level jobs, right? They do. I mean, what, $10,000 a month coming on in like that? I mean, then you can go buy cool stuff and it's a business expense anyway. Okay. But too many people are focused on selling a knickknack when they don't have cash to learn how to sell the knickknack. Okay. Will this be replayed? It's a Facebook Live, man. As soon as it ends, it's going to be there. Okay. Info products. This is one of my favorite strategies. Okay. This is one of the best strategies I absolutely love. Okay. One of my favorite strategies is this right here. Info products are amazing, but man, they take a lot of time. Gosh, when I left ClickFunnels, I knew I wanted an info product because the margins are high. So I started selling it without it being done. Okay. And I did it that way because I needed to see if the market wanted it. How freaking scary to create something and spend all this time. I literally spent 2 months to create the whole thing and not know if the market wants it. Garbage. That was the first way I launched my first info product. I spent 8 months building it. Turned out no one knew how to, I didn't spend any time learning how to sell it. And it sucked. Yep. James said earlier, said you couple info products with something else. What was that? Yep, that's what we're about to dive into right here. So this is one of my favorite strategies. You guys, people who publish, how many of you guys have a podcast or don't drop the link. I don't want you guys to get like booted or whatever. But how many of you guys are publishing? You got a podcast, a blog, you do consistent Facebook Lives or YouTube or whatever. Like you got a platform you're consistent on. I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Okay, for all of you guys who did not say yes, every one of us over here who's providing content, we want to be heard in lots of places. Okay, so think of the opportunity that just created for you. Okay, this is one of my favorite strategies for info products. Check this out. Bundle interviews and sell them. This is so freaking easy. It's sickening. Okay. Guys, if you were to go interview the top 25 funnel builders, if you go to interview the top 25 parenting course creators, the top 25 podcasters on this topic, that topic, this topic, that topic. Guys, every one of those people want to be heard. I get on any podcast. I get on any show. I get interviewed by anybody anywhere. I don't even know if they're brand new, whatever. I don't care. Why? Every one of us content creators has got that in our mind. How can I keep providing cool content? How can I keep putting my stuff in more places? Okay. The moment I can get somebody to go in, and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I want more of that. You know what? Hey, I want more of this. I want more of that. And the moment I can get somebody to tell me like, oh, Stephen, yeah, I'll interview you for this. I'll interview you for that. Interview for this. Interview for that. I say yes to all of them. I don't care what they're doing their thing for. You know how many summits I get on? Okay. I have no idea if they're even successful. That's the whole point. Guys, if you were just to go in and literally just go and interview 25 people, tell people you're doing a summit, have all of them pre-recorded, tell people, hey, if you want, you can pre-buy all the recordings. Okay. $1,000 is really freaking easy to do. Okay. You can pre-buy all the recordings or just wait towards the end. If you just want to watch for free as well, that's totally fine. Right. Then you play a day or two's worth of summit recordings that you've already done with people. Who made the content? You didn't. Influencers did. Okay? You didn't. That's the coolest hack to the info thing ever. You don't gotta go make it. Steven, but I'm not a funnel builder. Great! Somebody else is. Steven, I'm not the supplement formulator. Fan-freaking-tastic. We got all these other people that already are. Guys, leverage what is already out there. Okay? If someone is like, hey, right, what I would go do is I would go sell, this is the one time I'd probably go sell a new entrepreneur, right? I'd go sell a new entrepreneur and I would do a summit. Okay? That's what I would do. That strategy is so cool. There's two people right now, two of my close friends right now that are personally running that strategy. Works really well. How did the 30days.com book work? That. He didn't even make the book, right? He didn't. He just dumped on in and he said, hey, what's up, 30 people? How would you guys restart your business in 30 days? We all wrote the chapters. He made the book together. We all interviewed pieces of it. He ran a summit. He didn't do anything, right? Brilliant, genius. He was just the orchestrator. Stop trying to play every instrument in the orchestra. Okay, be the orchestrator, right? Just be the one that puts it together and leads the band. Okay, and this is one of my favorite strategies ever. Info products, because the speed to profit is huge. $97 for summit recordings with the top 15, top 25 experts on X, on whatever. $97. If someone's not willing to spend that, you don't want them as a customer anyway. Just telling you, okay? If you can't make $1,000 off of that, right? You know what I mean? Like, one of the things that I like to do is tell them, hey, I want to put you in the summit, but as part of that, we're just having everybody, if you wouldn't mind, just drop an email real quick to your following. That's what you, because we're going to give you a lot of eyeballs from other people's audiences. What did you just do? You just freaking list hacked. You got all these people coming on in from all these other experts. They created the content. They're dropping an email out to their list. They created all this stuff. You're just the one that runs the video. Boom, 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 boom. You want the replays? Cool, $97. You think 10 people are going to buy? Yeah, they're going to. Okay. It's real fast grand. Okay. Just clicked for me. Thanks for the idea. Sweet. I appreciate it. Just do the recordings and bundle them up as a tripwire or core product for 90. Yeah, there's a ton of strategies. Okay. I'm not going to tell you like, this is exactly how you do it. I'm saying there's the peak. Start walking. You figure out the path. Okay. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. If you're doing e-commerce, and if you've got like, if you're doing e-commerce, one of the easiest ways to make a lot of money in e-commerce that I've seen and I like, and it's so cool. I love building e-com stuff. E-com stuff is fun because the perceived value is so high, like I was talking about, right? And info products, the perceived value is low because people know the cost to fulfill is really low. And so what I like to do is I like to bundle them together. Hey guys, stop caring about the mic. Just Google it, okay? Russell just uses his phone. The tech stuff, just be a self-solver and go to Google and type in, how would you start a podcast? There's going to be a billion tutorials on how to do it. Okay. Anyway, so e-com's cool. Okay. It's so crazy. I'm mad I didn't think about this earlier. Hey, Haseen, thanks for just staying on. Okay. I know I'm going for a while here, but like it takes a while to install new beliefs in a person's brain. That's why I can't just go straight to the stuff and why I talk about the other stuff that I did before. Okay. Because I got to reinstall beliefs. I got to cause an identity crisis. And the people that left from this, they felt the crisis, not willing to actually move forward. Okay. Just telling you, just straight up. Okay. I'm just telling you guys, that's exactly what happens. I've done this long enough with thousands of people. I know exactly what the hang up is. And my skin's thick. You don't be the one of the coaches on the front end of this stuff without hearing that kind of crap and naysayers, but whatever. Anyway, you're wrong. Nope, I'm not. Okay, so for e-com, one of the coolest strategies I like to use with e-com is, like I was saying, is to bundle, right? Let people build your product for you. So if you're going to go do like a summit, which is basically playing a whole bunch of interviews on the internet, okay? If you're going to go do like a summit, what you could do is take all that stuff and do exactly what Russell did. He just packaged together the book of the recordings from the summit and said, here's the book. Well, it was really the same strategies that everyone talked about in the recordings. Okay. And then he just printed them on demand. No money out of his pocket, right? What does that do? Hey, do you want the book? If you want the book, it's $97 for the recordings. You can just watch for free, which is totally fine, but $97 for the recordings, or you could pay another $97 and or $50 or whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop out to you this really cool book that we're going to ship out to you. What does that do? That combines e-com physical with info. Okay. And when you do those things together, It's freaking awesome. You lead with the perceived value of physical product, which is easier to sell people on something that's physical. But then afterwards, since the second yes is easier to get, and the third yes, and the fourth yes, right? Buyers are buyers are buyers are buyers. Since you already got that, every upsell afterwards, way easier to get. And when they're straight info, cost to fulfill for you is low, right? But margins are high. But you already got the first yes, which means they're a buyer in heat. Make sense? Wicked cool. Okay, same thing if you guys are doing any kind of physical product or physical product in general. I was just doing some consulting last, what is today? Today's Monday. It was a week, no, it was on Friday. No, it was a week ago. Anyway, and I was looking at somebody's supplement that they were shipping out, and this person was shipping a supplement, and every upsell they had was more supplements, which is great and what you're supposed to do in supplement. But OTO2, right? Upsell number 2 and upsell number 3, there was no info product at all. And the person was like, well, I don't have to go make an info product. And I was like, you don't have to create the info product. Go interview tons of experts about that kind of supplement. There's lots of opinions on it. There's going to be lots of doctors on it. There's lots of, go interview people, right? Everyone wants to tell somebody else, hey, I'm on this cool interview. It's real easy to get people on an interview. Real easy. Scratches their ego. Scratches your back, scratches theirs. Very, very easy to get people on an interview. Very people that interview people and get somebody on a summit or a podcast or whatever. Playing that card, this is one of my favorite strategies. These are just all cool, lots of cool different methods to deliver it. Okay. The delivery method is where you make the money. You don't make the money in the thing, in the product. You make the money in the delivery, how you deliver it. Okay. Do I typically pay them? No. And I've never been paid for all of them I've been on. I don't pay them. Right. Cool. Okay, cool. Here we go. So e-com with 2K strategy. I would only do this if you are already in the e-com business, meaning I would not go through all the hassle. The shortest distance to $2,000 is not, let's go start an e-com business. Like if you're not already in that, I wouldn't do that, to be honest. Okay. I would just go in, and if you already got one, and if you're already rocking it, right, I would do a physical, right, with upsells being everything digital. And I would do what's called a fire sale, okay? Physical with all digital upsells, okay? Physical lead with all digital upsells. And I would do what's called a fire sale. Customer, I mean, it depends on, it's whoever's buying the physical thing. That's who you're bringing on. Like your current buyers list. Okay. You tell them you're going to sell them. You mean for like interviewing people at the summits? Yeah, totally. You know, tell them like, hey, we're going to feature you in this cool product. That phrase is very powerful. I'm going to feature you in this cool product. Okay. Yeah, they get free exposure. I'm not going to pay them. I've never been paid. I got free exposure. That was my payment. It doesn't need to be money. I get paid other ways, right? Okay, cool. So what I would do is it's called a fire sale, meaning a launch campaign. Like the campaign you launch the thing with. Building a funnel, right? A lot of people don't make money in the funnel game because they build the thing and then they're like, it didn't work. I'm like, well, it's because you didn't build a launch. You just built the funnel. You got to build a launch. Right? You forgot what a campaign is. So the campaign I would take it to market with. The event, the thing, the mechanism I would take it to market with is a fire sale. And a fire sale is exactly what funnel immersion was. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday, and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, that was a fire sale. Funnel immersion was a fire sale when we first put it out. Basically, it's, check this out. I've got this cool thing. It's $297. It's a bundle of really cool, and you could do this. Let's say you, right? What's funny is like, we all know what are the 3 core markets? Health, wealth, relationships, right? Health, wealth, relationships. Health, wealth, relationships. What I would not sell into is health or relationships. If you're just trying to make a $2,000 real quick, selling money to the money market with people with money, it's very easy. Very easy. Make a lot of money with that because you can sell it as an investment, not a cost. Okay. I can see ROI quickly from it. I can expand the person's brain. I'm not saying not to sell relationships. I'm not saying not to sell, right, health. But I'm saying if you need cash quick, selling wealth through a summit, through a fire sale, through, things inside of funnel Rolodex. Real fast, real fast. Okay. Fast way to make cash. That click for anybody? Because I can go to people, right? When I'm selling something like to the real estate market, or someone who's in the financial investing market, or somebody who's in the market where they're trying to make money with this, and I go to them and I say, here's a $297 package, and it's 50 interviews with the top financial advisors. Oh man, that's totally worth $297. I only need 3 sales. Okay, it's totally worth it, right? Holy crap, that's easy. Right, if I go to somebody who's trying to flip real estate, well, the dollars in real estate, the hundreds of thousands of dollars easily, right? Because of that expectation of high price point, that price anchor inside the brain. When I go in and I interview all these people, I'm like, hey, check it out. Here's the top real estate investors. I interviewed the top 20 of them. You can get the replays for $297. The comparative price of hundreds of thousands of dollars compared to $297, $397 for the replays of that. It's a drop in the hat, no brainer, easy offer. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you need money fast, I don't sell health or relationships. I sell wealth to people who are selling in industries and red oceans and red markets where it's expected for high tiers of cash to be exchanging hands in. Okay. That's why I don't really usually start with something like e-com unless you're in it. Okay. Or a network marketing or affiliate marketing or blogging. Those, you can make a lot of money with those, but the path is freaking huge. It's a huge path. So people are like, man, the funnel game doesn't work. It's like, no, you just chose a vehicle that's really, really long. The road is huge, right? It's massive. Okay. Does that make sense? Do people need to sign a release? I don't. Whatever. I'm not going to get into legal stuff on that. Sell wealth to people with money where the high price point is expected. But thanks, Charles. Appreciate that. Isn't that fascinating? Okay. Because that's big. That's big. So when I'm doing agency stuff, who am I selling to? I'm selling a resource, a tool, something that somebody needs, a wealth-based thing to people with money in an area where high price points are expected to be changing hands. That's why I can pay somebody $2,000, $3,000 a month, and that's an expected price point for the skill they brought in. Half the time I found out they're not even the ones doing it, guys. They actually have an agency they went out and hired. They're just taking the money in between. Okay. But if I try and do that on like an ecom 997 thing, like, man, the road is long, right? Or if I'm just starting out a blog, the road is long, right? If I'm just starting out as a nonprofit, obviously the purpose of that is not to make money anyway, right? Or if I'm starting out as like B2B, if you don't already have a network, like the road is long. I'm talking about shortest distance to cash, okay? Shortest distance to cash. This is how I do that, okay? Do they sign a release? I don't. I don't know. At the bottom of each page, I call it the legal crap section. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that part of it. I don't. Anyway, how you will sell cybersecurity training. You need to sell it as wealth, not security. Okay. You got to sell it as pleasure, not fear. Okay. All right. So if I'm doing coaching, consulting, fire sale. Let me explain the last part. So the actual campaign that launches something like a fire sale really well is we would tell people, like, again, let's say you're doing e-com and you're selling a supplement. I'd go interview like 15 experts, right? It doesn't even need to be that many, and sell the recordings as OTO number 2 or 3, all right? Upsell number 2 or 3 for $297, right? Drop in the bucket, super easy cash. You're going to get 5 to 10% of your hypers that actually purchase that, and it will probably be where you make all your money in that funnel anyway, because e-com margins usually are really low. Right? That's where you make all the cash coming in. So if you got this if you got this machine when it's working and it's breaking even, just add in a 297 thing, bam, thousands. You're going to make a lot of money. You're welcome. When you make a lot, just come say hi to me. Okay. But for a fire sale, what we do is we say, hey, day number 1, the recordings for this is going to be $297. Tomorrow it's going to go up $100. And we get a whole bunch of people that come in and buy. And then the next day at midnight, it switches to $397. Hey, it's $397. Tomorrow it's going to go up to $497. Right? It's this really sexy, really cool thing. That's exactly how we launched Funnel Immersion. That's why we know it's such a cool product, because people freaked out about it. And I watched Russell make like 800 grand in 3 days. Okay. It works. It works. Okay. This is huge. Are these ideas in the program? Probably. I don't know. These are just from the vault of Steve. Okay. Okay. And then the next day it went up to at midnight, it went up to $497. It's a fire sale. And then at the end, can't buy it. Can't buy it. The only way to buy it is as the upsell for OTO number 3 in the ecom funnel, right? You notice that's what he's doing right now, right? You can't buy, if you go to funnelmersion.com, it's not available. You have to go to funnelmersion.com/Black Sale or Black Friday, right? Funnelmersion.com/Black Friday. And he's bundling it with this other cool stuff, right? He's increasing the value of Funnel Hacking Live again, which is kind of insane, and giving that away with the Funnel Hacking Live ticket. He's bundling, right? Offer creation, it has a lot to do with how you bundle things, how you deliver the thing, not just make the thing, right? How you deliver it matters greatly in your price points. If you're doing coaching and consulting, okay, everyone you guys is already know something. You're farther down the path than somebody else in what you know. Like, right. You don't make, always amazing listening to you, Steven. Hey, Jean, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that a lot. They just need to pick one and roll with it. Thanks, Matthew, 100%. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Thanks for sticking on with me. Are you related to Kramer? You're already in my book. I don't know who Kramer is. Kramer from Seinfeld, maybe. I'm trying to practice that door walk-in move. Seinfeld. All righty. What might be an example of a monthly 2K service? Podcast creation. That's one of them. Meaning I take the podcast, I do the audio, and I just put it out there. Meaning I hand it off to somebody, and I don't see it again. It gets repurposed and syndicated to 22 platforms by the time it's done. I don't even touch it. Writing emails, definitely. Some people will be a person's dedicated transcription service. That one's super cool, and which is really, really awesome. Like, so I have people that want to be like my personal writer for $1,000 a month. I'm like, sweet. They're like, any email you want me to write, if you want me to drop something out to them, if you got a quick idea, email writing takes a long time. Maybe you're a great writer. Sweet. Go offer that in the marketplace. Go put that on Funnel Rolodex. Okay. Sweet. Right. Maybe you're a good photographer, right? Maybe you're good. Like I just do an event. It cost me 65 grand to throw the event. It was a lot of money. Okay. I'm willing to pay that because I'm not going to go do all the crap that it takes to do that. Right? There was the videographer. There's the person with the sound panel slide thing, just with sound. There's another person sitting next to him doing the lights piece. There's another person over on the side, like huge, right? I'm willing to pay for that kind of stuff, guys. There's a lot of people who are ready and willing to pay you money. They are actually in pain, looking to give somebody money to solve a problem for them, right? What I'm trying to say is a lot of you guys don't need to actually come up with something amazing yet. Just, there's already opportunity. Just grab it. Stop hanging on to like bad vehicles, like level 2 vehicles. Plug into places where high price, right? It's expected for high dollar. There's already a pain point, and just be the one that delivers the solution. A lot of times I find that the people that I hire out, right, 20 to 30 grand a month for my content machine, a lot of the times I found that most of them have an agency behind them that they're actually getting the work done with behind the scenes. I just hired that person. I'm totally cool with that. I don't have to do it, right? It's so worth it to me. And if that's baffling to you, you're going to have a hard time making $2,000 in a month. Okay. It's out of love. Okay. Funnel Immersion has a billion awesome ideas. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Isn't it good, Matthew? So good. So good. This is superb now. It's always been that way. Okay. Will you marry me? Thanks, Chris. Love Kramer. Let's see. Any tips for customer acquisition? Honestly, there's already traffic going to Funnel Rolodex, and there's already traffic going to the ClickFunnels page, and there's already traffic. Just go add value. People are going to start asking you, hey, could you just do this for me? 3 hours flew by quickly. Yeah, and I try to make it that way. I hate boring speakers. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much. What's your last name? Larsen. Thanks for all the value. Yeah. Cool. This webinar is be psyched for FHL. Yeah, this is like a tiny piece of it. That's the thing that blows my brain. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make Funnel Hacking Live this year. I'm like, you must not want to do this then. That's okay. Just be honest with yourself. Stop flirting on the line, right? If you really want it, then do it. Get where the action is. Proximity is power, baby. I get where those people are, right? Are you saying we can offer the service and bust A to learn it? 100%, Tammy. Yeah, totally. That's exactly how I built my first funnels. I knew it was possible. And so I just told the person, okay, it takes me about 2-3 weeks because of this and this and this and this to learn that, or sorry, to deliver that. Now I would go learn it, right? Or find the people that knew how to do it and pay them a piece of the money. And I just get free money. Okay. Be the aggregator, be the creator. Okay. That's literally entrepreneuring, when you create value and pull things together that weren't together in the past. Okay, cool. If you're gonna do coaching and consulting, one of my favorite strategies to do with this is I like to drop out a Calendly link. Now, again, this requires you already have a list. Okay? And if you don't, that's okay. I'm just saying, if you do, really fast path to some money is to drop out an email to your people and say, hey, I've got a free day coming up in my schedule. It's only on this day, which adds scarcity and urgency and anticipation, which is huge tools for a marketer. I'm going to go in and I got this day, which is really awesome. I got a Calendly link here. If you guys want me to spend an hour with you on your thing, coaching you on funnels, or maybe it's writing, or maybe it's some kind of consultation with the way you're taking supplements, or a health thing, or whatever it might be, whatever it is that you serve, right? A cool method to do this. I like to do the one day Calendly. There's a whole bunch of scheduling softwares out there. One of them that I like is Calendly.com. I think it's mostly free. Anyway, and I like to do, so the strategy itself is to just do one-on-one coaching for a day. And one-on-one, let me write this down, one-on-one, there we go. One-on-one coaching for a day. And it's a full day, do 8 hours. I guarantee you can make if you can make $1,000 coaching 8 people for an hour one-on-one, then you're not charging enough money. Okay, that's super fast. That's super, super quick. Or what you're selling into is not known as a high price level. Like back in the day, Russell had a hard time charging even $8,000 for a coaching, right? Meaning his inner circle. His inner circle would not be this high. Does that make sense? It's very fascinating, very interesting. He said, yeah, way back in the day, no, everyone charged $5,000 for their inner circle for the year. I was like, $5,000? He's like, yeah. I was like, wow. He's like, it was crazy. He's like, I remember the day when somebody started charging $8,000. It's like, 8,000? He's like, yeah. And we were like, man, you're nuts. You're psycho, dude. Are you serious? You're charging $8,000? That's crazy. It's so cool. Right. Then the next person came in, they started charging 10. We're like, dude, you're nuts, man. Who would pay $10,000? Right. Who would charge? And then 12, then 15, 18, 20, 25. Right now, there's a lot of 30s, 35s, 50s, 100. He's even part of $100,000 coaching programs now. Right. Why? Right. Because it's what the market has a history of being able to bear. Stop choosing stuff where the price points inside of the industry is really low. Okay. So if you're going to do like one-on-one coaching, I would make sure I'm selling into the wealth industry, and I would, right, you got to sell it to your current buyers list as well. Or one of the easiest ways to do this, if you guys are publishing, like I know that you guys are putting podcasts out or blogs or whatever, easy way to make a lot of money on this is to make a podcast or episode or whatever about it. Hey, I got a day coming up here, and if you want to, go to suchandsuch.com and book your time with me now. It takes them to a video. Take your phone out. Don't get stressed out about all the stuff that you think it takes to make a video. Don't. Take your phone out and say, hey, I got a free day. I know you probably came from the podcast, which was awesome. Hey, just because it's my time and I know I can create a lot of value for you, and this actually will make a lot of money for you. All I need you to do is it's $1,000 for an hour, or $500 or whatever you're. I wouldn't go lower than $500. $500, and then as soon as you, on the thank you page, as soon as you're done there, just go ahead and put your information down below. Then what I need you to go do is choose a time in my calendar. Okay, it'll say right there, it's on this day. You're just gonna choose a time slot in my calendar. It'll be one-on-one with me. And what I would do is I would record it and tell them, right? Are you okay if I record this and use it as a case study? What did you just do? Dude, you just had 8 hours worth of your consultation recorded. Bundle it up and sell it off as something else, or bundle it up and have somebody go in and take some of the money you just made and have them write out like a chapter bullet point of each person. Bam, free plus shipping, $7.95 front end thing, right? Or $100 thing, or $297 thing. Guys, the repurposing is half of what a marketer does online today. Okay. You see how success begets success? You got to do something though. Okay. So what I would do is the one-day Calendly thing, and I would do the one-on-one coaching, but then record those and spin them off into a physical thing. Some people are not going to be okay with you recording it. That's fine. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it that way. But when you do record it, make sure you record it and grab somebody to go in and grab a whole bunch of cool strategies. I'm sorry, that was taught. Like, man, did you realize you taught this cool thing? Oh, sweet. All right, then go in and grab it. Go in and grab it. Yeah, if you want to, I'd love to be able to feature you in some consultations. And if there's parts of the interview or parts of this where you don't want it, Just tell me, it's not a big deal. Okay, cut those things out. You still can go repurpose those things and sell it off to other industries, right? Or sorry, to other people who can't afford your $500 for an hour or $1,000 for an hour or $97 a month for an hour, right? And it's just, now you create another cool asset, okay? Guys, the game gets so easy when assets create assets. When that happens, speed, huge speed, okay? So it's not so much what you're selling down the side here, right? Skincare, detox, supplements, like all this stuff. It's how you're selling it. It's the delivery of the thing, right? It's you going in and thinking that the product is the reason somebody buys, right? The delivery matters like crazy. So you see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm actually going to skip the network marketing one, the local small business one. Okay, B2B, because I remember I walked through those. Just take a crap load of time, right? I don't think they're the easiest drop in the hat strategies or places to go into. Health, wealth, relationships. I just go into wealth in those categories, right? And bang, real fast cash. Okay, that's how I plug into things there that it's expected to make money on. Okay, it's expected. Okay, if you're just getting started, guys, I got to go back to the interviews. It is so freaking easy to just go do lots of interviews and get a whole bunch of people. This is one of my favorite strategies. Just do a whole bunch of interviews, right? The time it takes to compile all that, I don't have time for that. If someone went through and compiled 15, 20, 25, whatever, interviews about this one topic and they go deep, and I can be listening to that and you make a little ebook out of it, right? Or even audiobook. Yeah, even ebook or whatever. And you don't even have to be the ones that do it. Go to Fiverr, go to Funnel Rolodex, go to some other thing and have somebody go in and grab those pieces and go bam, bam, smashing it right back in. Okay. Really easy strategy. It's so easy to make money starting out today. The tools are insane. Anyway, that's actually Russell's favorite as well, is to just go learn one skill, one tool, and just go figure that piece out. Okay. Anyway, sweet. How do you determine how to find the successful entrepreneurs? Where do successful entrepreneurs hang out? ClickFunnels Facebook group. If they're selling supplements, they're probably in the supplement thing, right? It's not hard to gain their attention, because a lot of times they're just in pain, right? Anyway, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. Funnel Hacking Live is, right, it's in February. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. Tonight is the last time for you guys to go get a ticket. Excited to have you guys, excited to see you guys. Who is actually coming? Who's coming? Oh, what's up? Oh, crap. That's a lot of hands. My screen just went black with all the hand raises in Zoom. Both monitors. Yeah. What's up, guys? Well, hopefully these strategies has been helpful for you guys. Okay. I drop way more than 7. I'm specifically naming 4 right here. I would go be an agency / freelancer. I do info products. I would do e-com if you're already doing e-com. I would do coaching if you already have a list. Okay. Yeah. It's awesome, guys. You sound like Russell. Sweet. Sweet. What about affiliate marketing? What about MLM? People asking that question. Why did we cut out affiliate marketing ideas? The reason is because the margins are tiny, and usually the path to create that success either requires that you already have a list or you have money to spend on ads. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying like the easiest drop in the hat, fastest ways. Okay. I don't make affiliate marketing my business. I make affiliate marketing the icing on my business. Okay. My business is its own thing. So affiliate marketing, it's not like my main strategy. I'm just going to go promote other people's products. Yeah, it's a great way to make a lot of money and practice marketing. Okay. But I still I want the full pie, right? The margins are tiny in affiliate marketing usually. I mean, I'm not saying they can't be big, but we're talking fast $2,000 strategies here, right? Fast things. Fastest ways if you are an affiliate marketer or network marketer is if you already have a list. A lot of you don't, or you haven't been publishing, or you have no following, no one's been following you online, and you haven't been speaking on the internet, no one, right? And so I'm just telling you, like, unless you do, right? So anyway, if you are doing affiliate stuff, easiest way ever is it's the same way I won the 30 days challenge. Okay. I was the number one affiliate marketer in that. I sold 375 books, which is awesome. And the way I did it, I said to myself, what problems do people need solved still after they buy this book? Well, they're probably going to need a few more funnel strategies. They're going to need this. They're going to need that. They're going to need this. Cool. What if do I have my own products I can go bundle with that? So I did. Russell's book, my own things. Sweet. You get all this stuff when you buy it through my link. Easiest way to make a lot of money in affiliate marketing. Okay. Just because somebody else makes the product doesn't mean you don't need to think through the marketing. Anyway, same thing with affiliate, same thing with MLM. It's the exact same strategy. Anyway, so, hey guys, we've been going for quite a while here. Excited to have you guys, excited that you guys are here. And I would tell you guys exactly what I was telling my sister a little while ago. If you guys go and just, how do you sign up for training groups? How do I sign up for training groups? I don't even know what you mean. I'm going to make money and get my ticket. Melissa, I'm so excited for you. I have seen more lives changed through the attendance of this event than it's like one of the highest leverage things you could actually go experience. There's not many other events that I actually personally even like to go to because it's the purest marketing knowledge, tactics, and strategies that you're going to find there. It's not rah-rah stuff. But I found that most people won't even do the tactics I've talked about without me going through all the mental stuff in the beginning, which is why I did. And I spent so much time on it. If I don't do that, people don't even do it anyway. So appreciate you guys being here. And I'm excited for you. This is super awesome. My kidney is now on eBay. See you there. Sweet. Awesome, guys. It seems like you don't recommend affiliate bootcamp. No, I totally recommend it. The theme of this is how to make $2,000 quickly. If you don't have a list or ad budget, I would not do affiliate or network marketing. I'm saying I would do those strategies right here. Okay. Let me get the recording of this. Yeah, it's a Facebook live video. Go back to the group. It's been streaming in the ClickFunnels group this entire time. Anyway, awesome guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Hopefully the strategies helped you. Hopefully strategies help break and rebuild your beliefs about this thing. I hope you guys are going to Funnel Hacking Live. Again, you guys have to have until midnight tonight. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. And that is, you are getting literally Russell's training that he hands off to his inner circle with a Funnel Hacking Live ticket and all the other goodies that come with it. There is not any other event. It costs him like $1 million to throw this thing. Okay. I'm telling you true numbers here. Okay. There's not another event that's this cool where he can actually is in a position to attract all these huge influencers and why they're doing what they're doing. Half the speakers you will have heard of. The other half you will not have heard of. And that's the beauty of it, because a lot of these people have made great success and you've never heard of them, right? And this is the only platform where they're willing to come in and share, oh yeah, I've made a lot of money in affiliate marketing or with supplements or in retail or in B2B. And he takes the list that I had right here and say, who is killing it here? Boom, let's see if they'll speak. Boom, let's see if they'll come teach how they're doing it there in this industry, that strategy, this price point, this product, right? And he has those kinds of people come in and talk with you guys about that, which is why it's such a powerful thing. It is not a rah-rah sesh. It is more valuable than my entire degree was. And it's going to shortcut you guys like crazy. All right, guys, see you guys later. See you guys at Funnel Hacking Live. For those of you guys who take this challenge seriously and you decide to actually go and figure out how to get to Funnel Hacking Live, and some of these strategies have been helpful to you, please come up to me at Funnel Hacking Live. I will definitely be there. I live, breathe, and die by that event. Super excited for you, and I would love to say hi. And if anything that I taught today, both with mentality or strategy, has been influential with you, guys, thanks so much. We'll see you guys later. Go kill it. I'll see you at FHL. Go to funnelimmersion.com/Black Friday. Bye.